I'm Nate Pooterball, their sports update. The Cincinnati Reds faced Houston last night, and it went poorly. The Astros sent the Reds to their 8th straight loss, 10-0. They try to get back on track this afternoon at 4:10 with Chase Burns on the mound. Catch the action right here on the Fan. The Guardians made it 3 in a row last night at home as they knocked off the Twins 6-4. Travis Bazzana hit his first MLB home run in the victory. They score off again tonight at 6:10. Last night in the NBA, Wemby became only the 4th player in NBA history to register a playoff game with at least 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks, leading the Spurs to a 115-108 victory to take a 2-1 lead over the Timberwolves. Jalen Brunson dropped 33 to lead the Knicks to a 3-0 series lead over the 76ers, 108-94. This afternoon, the Cavs look to get back on track in their series with Detroit down 2-0. Tip-off is at 3. LeBron and the Lakers square off with OKC in the night game. The Thunder lead that series 2-0. Bringing sports news and events to the Fan, Ohio Sports Destination.
The Fan is live and local with Fan Sports Saturday. The Fan Sports Day of the Week. Oh, this is some clever branding. Here's your host, Place Name Here.
Place name here. Those names are Tito, Jacob Rhymer.
What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great.
Nate, do you know your name today? Or were you flack in the chat about that?
I don't know yet.
All right,
I haven't heard anything yet.
All right, we'll see if you know your name or not. That happens sometimes. Big show lined up for you today. Lots of it's a mishmash of topics today. And there's a lot to talk about.
There's
today.
a lot out there.
A lot of basketball, a lot of football, a little bit of hockey. Not a whole lot of baseball, but the baseball we'll talk about won't be good anyway. So
That's true. Very true.
The Reds dropped their 8th straight last night, 10-0 to the Astros. They play 4-10 today at Great American Ballpark.
You know, they haven't won a game in the month of May after having their best start before May. They also haven't won a game since Adam King ate a habanero pepper on the Buckeye Show.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I guess
if you want baseball, just listen to the Buckeye baseball game at 3 o'clock on the Fan 2.
There you go.
That's the only good baseball going on, yes.
Tyler Danberger on the call for that one?
I believe so.
That's good.
They were at Huntington Park last night.
Yeah, Huntington Park. Yeah, for the against what was it, who they playing? Was it Michigan State last night? Am I right on that one?
I think
yes.
so.
Yes. That's the extent of our Ohio State baseball talk today on this show. Guards defeated the Twins last night 6-4. They played 6-10 tonight in Cleveland. The Cubs won their 10th straight game, 7-1 at Texas. First time since 1935, the Cubs have had 2 10-game winning streaks in a season. That's amazing that we're sitting here and it's not even middle of May yet.
Yeah, that
They've had
seems
2 10-game winning streaks.
like very crazy impossible to me. Like how does one do that? It helps when you're playing the Reds and they are at an all-time low right now, but still, like 2 10-game winning streaks and not even to May 10th yet.
Reds, despite being 1 game over 500, are in last place in the Central, 7 games behind the Cubs, run differential of -40. That's not good, by the way, the run differential thing. NHL last night, Canadiens beat the Sabres 5-1. They're tied 1 game apiece. Golden Knights over the Ducks 6-2. Golden Knights lead that series 2-1. I am rooting for Tortorella.
Yeah?
I liked when Torch was here. I'll continue to root for him.
Yeah.
If it's not the Jackets, I'll root for the Golden Knights. And tonight at 6 o'clock, Hurricanes and Flyers. Carolina is going to look to sweep that series.
Carolina is just so good.
They really are. Yeah, they're on a roll. They're up 3-0 in that one. And then Avalanche and Wild play tonight at 9 o'clock. Colorado leads that series 2-0. I think they just scored another goal because they are scoring like crazy there. What else we got? In the NBA, Wembanyama, you heard it on the update there. What a game for Wembanyama last night. He had 35 points in that one. 39 points, I'm sorry.
39, 15, and 5 blocks.
It's amazing.
I think it was joining Hakeem, Shaq, and Kareem as the 4th player to ever have a 35, 15, and 5 in the playoffs.
God.
He's only 22 years old.
Right. Yeah. Spurs lead that series 2-1.
Wemby plays like this the rest of the playoffs, no one is beating the Spurs.
And I want that to happen because I don't like the Thunder right now. It's not fun to watch.
Well, they're going to have a hard time, even with Wemby playing like that. It's going to be tough to beat the Thunder.
It'll be a fantastic series.
It will be. It'll be the finals. It'll be the finals, which it should be. Those are 2 best teams. They should be playing in the NBA finals.
I agree with that. And it does like get to a question of like, at what point do you just get rid of conferences?
I know, right?
Because like those two, for how young those franchises are,
right?
those two are going to be right there at the top every year as long as they stay healthy.
And it seems like every time we have that conversation, though, something pops up and you see a team that's not supposed to win it. You know what I mean? Like you'll see, let's go to one conference. You'll see like a 6 seed from the East beat a 1 seed from the West or something like that.
The Pacers getting to the finals last year.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. That right there. You look at it, oh, no, that's one conference is so much better than the other. And then that kind of stuff happens.
And now they're in line to have a top 4 pick this year.
Right. And we'll talk about the lottery, too. I got some funny stuff to talk about with that. Knicks beat the Philadelphia 76ers last night, 108-94. That series 3-0. That game is over. Playoff Paul, playoff P.
This has to be the next year to get to the finals, right?
It does. It does have to be next year, yeah.
I mean, we can question the Cavs and when is it going to be their time, the way they've kind of built things up. And when is Donovan Mitchell going to take that next step and get to that next gear of getting to the finals? The Pistons are looking unstoppable right now, especially with their length and their defense. But I kind of give them the same thing the Thunder had before they started their run, and they're a little bit inexperienced. Like they weren't anything last year. This year they're the 1 seed, so they are very young. And like the Knicks have been doing this. Jalen Brunson's experience. You got the Nova Knicks. Like with the Celtics, when they finally get healthy, when the Pacers get Tyrese Halliburton back, and they're going to get whatever stud freshman from college basketball last year. They're going to be right there in the mix. So if it's not this year, when will the Knicks get to the finals? And for how much I love Madison Square Garden, I want to see that. As
an aside, I'm not sure the last time I sat in this chair and hosted Fan Sports Saturday, but I just clicked on YouTube, to call it up so I can participate in the chat and whatnot. And it showed up an older like the last time I was in here. And I got to tell you, I looked a lot better then. I have not aged. It's probably been a few months. I look 5 years older.
What's the date on it?
I don't know.
It's the last time you were in, right?
Was it? Must have been. I don't know. This looks like it was longer. Anyway, I'm just saying that I looked at it right now, and I was like, who is that young guy?
I was about to say, you looked pretty freshly shaved in that from just looking over, and you're not freshly shaved this morning.
Yes. I don't know. That's just a side there. Anyway, okay, so the Cavs play the Lakers today, 3 o'clock.
Cavs play the Pistons
today. That's right. At 3 o'clock, the game's in Cleveland. Detroit's up 2-0. The other game, Thunder at the Lakers. Thunder lead that series 2-0. It's 8:30 tonight. And I was thinking about this because I mentioned the playoff P thing, and then also the James Harden's continued failure in the playoffs. Which I don't have an explanation for it, but the fact that Paul George had not scored the second half of that game last night, and you got James Harden having more turnovers than field goals made.
Yeah.
Do you think the Cavs regret the trade? Now, think about it. You got more years on Garland. Garland had a couple more years left on his contract still, but he was hurt at the time.
Yeah.
Do you think if they could do it over, would they?
I don't think so. Best ability is availability. And, I mean, James Harden has been. It hasn't been great.
Right.
But you also couldn't trust Darius Garland and his health.
But how much better are they? Okay, Garland, though, played at the end of the season, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't it almost just by subtraction if you get Harden out of there? Like, Harden's been so bad. His plus minus is ridiculous.
Who else was in that trade?
That was it, wasn't it?
Was it just Garland?
I thought it was those two guys.
Okay. Or was it a straight up thing? Because, like, I'm sitting there watching Cavs and Pistons, and, like, I'm seeing Duncan Robinson light it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing their wings really control things, and their spacing and their movement looking incredible. And for the Cavs, it's completely different. At least in the first half it was of game 2. They fought back in the second half, but still, the Pistons, I felt like, still had total control of that game.
Okay.
And it just looks like two completely different styles of basketball. You're playing Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, iso ball, and maybe getting a three made from one of your wings that aren't really being consistent. And then the Pistons, you've got Duncan Robinson on the other side lighting it up.
Yeah, it's Garland. It was Garland in a 2 for Harden in a 2.
Well, and like Karis LeVert had a pretty solid game too. Gave them some solid minutes. And it's like, oh, would you like to have him back? I was on the wing.
Right.
To give yourself another creator, a guy that can get to the paint, guy that can spot up and make some threes.
Yeah.
And I mean, Max Strus gave you something in game 1. I haven't looked at the box score. I don't remember what he got you in game 2, but And that's another thing, too, where I think they'll play better today in Game 3 is you're back at home. And the role players always play better at home.
Make sure you check us out on the YouTube. We'll do in the chat on there. Speed Ski's already in there. Appreciate that. Good morning to Chris and Jackson. They are longtime loyal listeners of Morning Juice, also Ohio Alliance in there. Hop in there and ask any questions you want. We will answer them throughout the show. We do not have any guests lined up for today. Your Highness determined he could not afford to come on with Jacob here again.
Oh, yeah.
So he is not.
I'm sorry about that, Your Highness. I'm sure he's still doing just fine, though.
Trust me, he's doing just fine. He's got that. You can check him out, Shut Up and Bet on YouTube, or WeWinYouWin.com is the website. But he's doing that $100 to $1 million thing.
Yeah.
And he made his $1,500 bet the other day.
Okay.
And lost that one, but he's back at it again. I think he's already got the first 2 or 3. Yeah, he said if you would just follow this, if you make every bet he makes on that $100 to $1 million thing, and that's for free to follow that. Even though it's like loss is like the $1,500 loss, you're still up like $2,200 so far.
Okay.
Just don't do that.
What are the extent of these bets? Like
they are not like
are they prop parlays or something like that?
It's a single bet.
Okay.
But it's not like a thing where you're taking like, a team that's like on the money line minus 270 or something like that. It is very sometimes it's even plus money on the bets he puts out there, but
wow.
It's I think the one he missed on was he had the Phillies game was supposed to like over under 8.5 and missed that one. But it's not any kind of exotic bets like that. There's no, I think one time I do believe one time he did have a 2-team parlay on runs in the first inning.
Okay.
Over unders for 2 games. But other than that though, yeah, it's just like, and I remember like a couple times when I did it with him, and it was underdogs in the NHL and they hit.
Wow.
So he knows what he's doing.
So it's like spreads, totals, money lines for the most part.
If his money line's close, if it's like minus 105 or something on the money line or something like that, or damn near pick 'em, that's the kind of stuff you have on there. So, all right, we're off and running here on a Saturday, Fan Sports Saturday. It's Tito, it's Jacob, it's Nate. Coming up next, looks like the final QB domino will fall soon in the NFL. We'll talk about that. Fan Sports Saturday on the Fan.
Big voice guy here to remind you that you're listening to The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Okay, thanks. I have 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house. It's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Every time you pull onto a job site, your name pulls in with you. That's why the pros trust Bobcat equipment. Buy the machine you're proud to run, backed by the crew that's been serving the industry since 1975. That's 50 years of showing up, long after you receive the keys. Bobcat Enterprises is here for you with 9 locations serving Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. On every job, you deserve a team that stands behind you. Visit bobcatent.com to learn more.
Need a roof you can count on? Ramos Roofing has protected homes and businesses throughout Ohio for almost 20 years. Whether it's a leaky roof, storm damage, new siding, or new gutters to protect your foundation, Ramos Roofing delivers quality materials, professional installation, and honest service every time. Get your free roof or exterior assessment today and ask about Ramos Roofing's no-interest financing options. Call 614-761-7663 or visit online at ramosroofingohio.com.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14th through 17th with My Chemical Romance, Tool, Bring Me the Horizon, and Shinedown. Plus, Pierce the Veil, Good Charlotte, Sublime, Godsmack, Breaking Benjamin, Marilyn Manson, and so many more. Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio, May 14th to 17th. Passes on sale now at sonictemplefestival.com.
Streaming May 15th on Paramount Plus. Beth and Rip are back in Dutton Ranch.
This life here is gonna work, isn't it?
We'll make it work. Starring Kelly Riley.
A legacy is a beautiful thing, but only if it survives.
Cole Hauser.
What's gonna work?
Ed Harris.
Family is the only thing we're fighting for.
And Annette Bening.
I can make this a lot harder for all y'all.
And peace will have to wait.
Dutton Ranch. New series streaming May 15th on Paramount Plus.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool, refreshing mountain dew. So give me my good days, give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
By the afternoon, partly cloudy skies and actually pretty warm with a high of 71. Tonight, we'll see a small chance for a few lingering showers with partly cloudy skies and a low of 53. And on your Mother's Day, we will see a small chance for a lingering shower with a high of 65. I'm meteorologist Ashley Smith on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man, a radio veteran, has a large hemorrhoid. Timmy Hall, a good, clean boy, moonlights as man's hemorrhoid. Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays at 3.
The Fan. Just because it's the weekend doesn't mean we shut up. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
Stupid tease by me earlier. Rhymer corrected me. Because the time I did the show sheet, when I said the final QB domino will fall soon, my anticipation was that Rodgers to be in Steelers camp at the Steelers facility this weekend and sign a deal, as everyone is saying he will. Everyone I've talked to has said, yes, Rodgers is going to. I mean, Albert Breer, we had him on Morning Juice. He expects Breer expects Rodgers to sign with the Steelers. He was supposed to be there. They thought last night he did not arrive. The Steelers don't know where he is. He could show up today. Yeah. Last time I checked, though, and I'm doing a search on this, I want to make sure I do not know if he's in the back of a white Bronco with Al Cowlings driving. But we don't know right now. Currently, we do not know the location of rental James Rodgers. But this is Rodgers being Rodgers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like.
Yeah.
But why are we talking about him, guys? Why does no one just leave him alone?
Just because it's the NFL, and that's why, and it's Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I'm not going to spend much time talking. Trust me, there's other NFLers, but I'm telling you right now, he's going to sign with the Steelers. I'd be shocked if he didn't. I know the Cardinals were trying to, there was a receiver for the Cardinals trying to recruit him over there. That'd be foolish. The Steelers own his rights. Like, if he's going to play anywhere, and I don't think he's going to retire.
Wouldn't it be the most Aaron Rodgers thing to do, though, if, like, you drag this thing out and then he's like, yeah, I'm not coming back?
Yes, it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just puts them in a ginormous hole of, like, yeah, we don't have a starter. We have to have one of these other guys develop now into being the starter, which would be a great opportunity for Will Howard.
Sure would be, yes.
But do the Steelers want that?
Right, yeah. It's like, well, here's what I think, that if Rodgers does in fact retire, I think Mason Rudolph is your starting quarterback to start the season.
Gross.
But I know if Rodgers comes back, I think Mason Rudolph gets cut. I think that's what it's for. If Rodgers comes back, I think they're going to say, we're running with Aller and Howard as the backups, and that's it. We're going to make it work. But I think that's where Rudolph's status is. I think he's either a starter or he's on the street.
Are there any free agent quarterbacks still available?
I don't think there's anything worth. No one that's be like, oh my gosh, that guy's so much better than Rudolph.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Nothing like that. I mean, if you want to get Carr out of retirement, but I don't. Yeah, I'd be fine with him. I think he'd be better than Rudolph. But
Jimmy G.
I think Jimmy G said he's retired, didn't he? I think he said he was stepped. Maybe he probably would come back though for that.
Cooper Rush.
I don't think we want Cooper Rush in the Steelers uniform. I don't think I'm.
How about Desmond Ridder?
Get Phillip Rivers out of retirement again.
Oh gosh,
do that. Yeah, keep extending that those NFL benefits.
I mean, hey, that was very exciting when he came back.
Oh yeah,
so
it was huge.
Why not just do it for a full season?
Sure, why not? Let's just bring him back for that. But yeah, so I think Rodgers ends up signing. I think he'll show up at some point here, but this is like the third time. Because remember, initially it was like, well, we want to get it. Aaron said, and the Steelers said, we want a decision rather early in the offseason.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Now we want a decision before the draft. It's like still nothing. Okay, now we want to finalize it this weekend. Still nothing.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like there's any meeting scheduled or expected right now.
Right.
Just because they have no idea where he's at.
Which is what Rodgers will do. He'll show up on midnight on a Tuesday or something, like banging on the door. Say, hey, come on now, let's go. Knock this out. I'm out of the darkness.
Yeah, it's interesting just because, like, that's who Aaron Rodgers is. He's done this basically his whole career, drawing things out of where he's going to end up at and what he's going to do. And I'm with you. I think he does eventually end up signing and reuniting with Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
But still, like, I would be very stressed out if I'm in the Steelers front office. Like, hey, like, there's nothing else that we can really do right now because this is why we wanted this done before the draft.
Yes.
Because if not, and you're not coming back, then we can, I know they drafted Drew Aller,
right.
But you could trade up. And I mean, the quarterback class wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah.
But still, maybe there's something that you could maybe trade up for and draft somebody. I mean, shoot, it's happened to him this whole year of just trading up into the first round and taking quarterbacks. So why didn't they just do that?
Everything they've done this entire offseason has been with the idea that Rodgers is back. They did not pursue the free agent quarterbacks. They didn't go hard after like a Kirk Cousins. They didn't try to go with Kyler Murray. Not that Murray be a great fit in Pittsburgh, but they didn't go after those kind of guys. And they certainly obviously by the draft too, but the draft was weak on quarterbacks anyway. They overdrafted for Aller.
They could have traded up to take Ty Simpson.
They could have. Yes, you're right.
If they were that uncertain, I don't know if they would have wanted to have traded up that high. You had going into it, you had no idea that the Rams would trade up that far just to take him because he was expected to go back into the first round, maybe second round.
Yeah.
And so maybe you kind of think, okay, maybe he does fall to us then maybe in the second or at the end of the first. But in hindsight, if you are this uncertain that Aaron Rodgers is, if he's going to come back or not,
right?
Why not just do it?
Yeah.
Why not just trade up and take Ty Simpson?
It's the way the Steelers have done this though. It's over the last 5 years, maybe I guess I would say, is it's been the worst possible way to have your team go because very mediocre, never going to win a playoff game probably.
Yeah. Yep.
But get into the playoffs. And they get into the middle of the first round to where you're just okay. That's the thing. You really want to suck really bad
or around 500.
Right. And so as much as I want Will Howard and the Steelers to succeed this year, if Rodgers retires, I do hope they go something like 3-14.
You're a Steelers fan, right?
Yes, I am. I'd much rather have a chance at getting one. But again, I hope if it's Will Howard, then I hope they go 12-5 and make the playoffs and all that. So don't get me wrong on that. But I'm saying I don't want another 9-8 season.
So do you think a reset is completely needed? Just fully reset it, rebuild, and get back to what the Steelers was. It may take some time.
Right.
But is that something that you think needs to happen now?
I don't think so yet. Well, here's the problem is that, if Will Howard because the Steelers have said they like Will Howard.
Yeah.
If Will Howard can be the next guy there, then no, you don't do the reset rebuild thing. But the defense is getting older.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I guess we're all getting older. But it's the most expensive defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
The highest paid defense.
Which is crazy.
Right. And so that's what keeps them in some of these games and things like that. But, they spend a lot of money on DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
It's just a thing where it's a weird position to be in.
Mm-hmm.
That they've got this much money spent in the defense, and they don't have an answer at quarterback. I gotta stop saying we. By the way,
and there's supposed to be a generational quarterback class next year.
It should be right. But I hope Will Howard's a generational quarterback.
I do too. I felt like when that draft went down and he went to Pittsburgh, I was like, that makes a ton of sense.
Breece Hall signed a new deal with the Jets. He was on the trade block last year, but now he signs a 3-year, $43.5 million contract worth up to $45.75 million, includes $29 million in guarantees, and that's according to Clutch Sports. Average per year, $14.5 million. He's fourth among running backs behind Saquon, CMC, Henry, and then Walker's fifth, Kenneth Walker III, the Super Bowl MVP. So that's what Breece Hall gets. But then also on the heels of that, Jeremiah Love, who was the number 4 overall pick by Arizona, he signed his deal, 4 years, $53 million contract, and it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Most guaranteed money given to any running back in history. A guy who hasn't taken a snap yet. I mentioned Barkley, McCaffrey, Henry. They've kind of donated their bodies to science and the advance of the sport and to fans. Jeremiah Love hasn't done that yet. Does this mean the rookie salary slotting is working, or does it need to be adjusted?
I think it definitely needs adjusted.
You do?
Like, that's a lot of money. Well, especially, I don't know if you saw what came out this morning from Jeremiah Love, that he's not going to even touch any of this money yet.
Yeah.
Because of what he's gotten in NIL.
Perfect.
And I honestly, I think that's perfect. Yeah. Like, that's why. Because these guys coming into the sport now are already set. Like, they don't need this much guaranteed money coming into it because of how much money they're making in college right now. That's where we're at in college athletics. I mean, like, Jeremiah Smith is going to be right there in these conversations next year.
Yes, that's why I think NIL, in some ways, it's really helping keep some of the players in the sport.
Yes, and that's great. That's
especially in your sport, in basketball. You're seeing more of that, where guys, if you're not a first-round pick, it's like, I'll come back and take the money.
There was projected lottery picks that came back.
Yes.
Like Thomas Houck at Florida, LeBaron Philon last year, I thought was a for sure first-round pick, and he came back last year. And, yeah, it's great to get that talent coming back, and it's way different in football than it is basketball. But still, Jeremiah Love isn't even going to be touching any of this money.
Right.
Which is insane because the guaranteed money is a lot.
I don't know if you can tell if you're watching on YouTube, you can probably tell, but not on if you're listening to us without the video part of it. But that was a flex by Jacob Rhymer, where he threw out a couple of names of players, and quite frankly, if they're names I don't know, I take it as disrespect. So, but that's Rhymer flexing here on a Saturday on Fan Sports Saturday. Coming up next, something big in the NBA happens off the court this weekend. We'll discuss that. And by the way, you'll get more flexing from Jacob. We'll do that next Fan Sports Saturday.
Some choose the fast way, others choose the easy way, but you do things the right way. That's why professionals and homeowners trust Voss Brothers Power Equipment, your source for Exmark mowers. Engineered to deliver the world's finest zero-turn mowers with a legendary quality of cut, durability that lasts for generations, and an experience that feels like anything but work. Because if it's worth doing right. Visit Voss Brothers Power Equipment with locations in Powell, Sunbury, and Marysville, and find the Exmark mower built for you. Voss Brothers Power Equipment, delivering enjoyment in mowing since 1989.
Welcome to Hollywood Casino.
What can I get you?
How you doing, Columbus?
The same Hollywood you know, with a new hotel to love. Hollywood Casino and Hotel Columbus, coming June 2026. Book now. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years.
I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-0000. That's 800-791-0000.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Instead of annoying national people talking to you this weekend, we've opted for annoying local people. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
Fan Sports Saturday. Thanks for tuning in today, folks. Thanks for being in the chat, too. We appreciate that. NBA Lottery tomorrow at 3 o'clock there, Rhymer.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
You don't like...
Why is it on a 3 o'clock on Mother's Day?
That's fair.
It's never... I don't think it's ever been, like, in an afternoon time slot. And I don't know if it's been on Sundays, but, like, it's never been, like, in this predicament where, like, it's on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And I don't like that, especially now, like it's the first year for my wife as a mother. So
yeah, it's a little different meaning for you.
It puts me in a little bit of a predicament because I want to react to this with how loaded the class is,
right?
Which I still will,
of course you will.
But still, like it's like this is strange on a Mother's Day, right in the middle of the afternoon. It makes me wonder: are there going to be as many eyes on it as usual,
right?
And then people are just going to get on Twitter like, oh, Oklahoma City has the number 1 overall pick.
I hope that happens.
You mean like we did with the NHL draft where it was flagrantly picked who was going to be number 1?
Yes.
Okay, so is there a pick? Is there a team that get the number 1 pick that you would look at and say, you know what? I think it's rigged.
Oklahoma City.
OKC.
Okay, you think the NBA would rig it for OKC?
That or Golden State. And I'm a Warriors guy, so like of course I would love that to happen.
Sure,
but I don't think that how the top 4 is expected with Washington, Pacers, the Nets, and the Jazz. 2 of those will not be in the top 4.
Okay, so like that, I started thinking about that. I think that the NBA would not want OKC to get the pick. I think they would want Golden State to get it, but there's no other team.
I think so too.
When I'm looking at it, like, you know, the NBA doesn't care about the Wizards. I don't think they care about the Pacers or the Nets or the Jazz.
I think the Pacers are going to be in that.
Think so? Yeah,
I think they will be.
You know, the Hawks, if they get the pick through the Pelicans, you know, if they got that'd be huge. The Maverick getting it again.
I also wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to get the Bulls in there and give them one of these top 3 stars in this class, a generational talent.
So would you be surprised if you learned that the lottery is rigged?
No.
You wouldn't be surprised.
No.
I mean, we already kind of assume it to begin with?
Well, like with Dallas getting Cooper Flagg last year. Like, it was like, oh, okay, yeah, Nico Harrison is going to trade his all-time, like, the franchise cornerstone, Luka Doncic. Right. And then, oh, yeah, he's also just going to end up
just randomly got the number 1 pick.
Just out of nowhere. Yeah, he's going to get the number 1 overall pick, get Cooper Flagg, maybe the greatest freshman we've ever seen. Yeah, sure, why not? That just makes perfect sense.
LeBron to the Cavs.
Yeah.
Ewing to the Knicks.
Wemby to San Antonio.
Yeah. Makes you wonder.
Because in that draft, they were not sending Wemby to Portland or Charlotte. And I'm starting to love Charlotte.
Yeah.
But with where San Antonio was at, they needed somebody like a Wemby to get them back to national relevancy and be in the conversations of like, oh, yeah, this great franchise. So, yeah, we're just going to send this freak of nature.
Maybe that is the strategy of putting it on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Mother's Day, hoping people aren't paying attention.
That's exactly going to happen. Like, Oklahoma City is somehow going to end up with a very high pick. I feel like I can almost guarantee that.
Do you know who Ted Stepien is?
I don't.
Okay, Ted Stepien caused a rule to be made in the NBA. He used to be the owner of the Cavs.
Okay.
And he traded away 5 consecutive first-round picks from 82 to 86. And by the way, the Cavs sucked all those years. They were very mediocre, but he kept trading first-round picks away. And the NBA finally came up with a rule and said, hey, look, you can't trade this many first-round. The NBA actually gave some first-round picks back to them because so the franchise could. If Oklahoma City wins it, you may have to do the reverse of that. And say, Oklahoma City, you know what? No, you're too damn good.
It's crazy how long ago the Paul George trade happened. And now here we are with like, oh, yeah, that's like, I think it's just now ending.
Yeah. It's crazy. And it's just, but you think about if Oklahoma City wins that, and they get, I guess, what, Debance would be the pick? Is that right?
Most likely. And at that point, like, if you're the Thunder,
yeah, how
do you draft? Are you drafting off of maybe fit? Like, because Shea's going to be around forever. I don't know. Debance is a guy that can take over a franchise.
Yeah.
And if he goes to Oklahoma City, he's not doing that.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I honestly, if you draft fit, it's probably Cam Boozer or maybe Darren Peterson, because honestly, that's probably the play.
Yeah.
Is Darren Peterson, because when he's fully healthy, he can light it up. Like and have a really strong scorer like that on the other side. Like, you're already big, you're already long. Get yourself another scorer. Why not?
The Bucks, if they get it, could that change the course of the Giannis? Or if the Heat get it, could that change the course of Giannis? Or if Golden State gets it?
I was just about to say Golden State, because I think I was going to go there. Like, I'll give out a prediction that one of those two will end up in the top 4 and use that as leverage to trade to the Bucks to get Giannis.
Yeah.
And honestly, if you're in the top 4, that pick is very much worth Giannis. There's more. You have to send more, of course, but the top 4 is that good that one of those 4 players will then get the Bucks franchise back in the right direction.
How do you explain it? Like, I was looking at, and I remember the first time I really started paying attention to him was, I think, his game against Purdue. Wagler from Illinois.
Keaton Wagler, yeah.
Wagler, okay. That's when he had the huge game, I think I remember watching
46.
that. Yeah. And all the hype was about, he was like this, what was he, a 3-star, 2-star or something?
Yeah, he was outside the top 150 coming into this class, and now he's a projected top 10 pick.
Yeah, I'm seeing like no lower than 6 in most cases.
Yeah.
Is he that good?
I think so. He's a big guard, kind of like a Cade Cunningham type.
Okay.
And just his shot making is ridiculous. I feel like he'll need to. He was still a pretty good playmaker, like to where he'd dish out like 5 to 6 assists. But that's probably the biggest thing is being able to handle the physicality and still finding a way to create. I'm seeing some mocks landing him in Dallas. And I would love that next to Cooper Flagg. That would be really nice. I think that would fit really well. I'm just looking at these teams, and I'm sorry, Sacramento, for how good these prospects are. Like, I don't want any of them going to Sacramento.
God, Sacramento, man. I'm telling you, I used to love it when they had the teams with, and this is before your time, Weber, Stojakovic, and Divac was on the team, Mike Bibby.
How many timeouts does Chris Webber have, by the way?
Exactly. Good call. And also Turkoglu was on that team. They were so much fun to watch, but that's like the only time in my life, and I'm old, where the Kings were relevant and fun to watch.
Yeah.
For like a 3-year stretch in there.
Yeah.
Other than that, they've been garbage.
I feel like I can almost guarantee you this, that either AJ DeBanza, Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer, or Caleb Wilson are not going to Sacramento.
Boy, they better hope so. You don't want to go there. When you go to Sacramento, you're going there hopefully to get traded.
Yeah.
It's like
exactly.
That's fine.
Exactly.
You'll smile and say you're happy to be there, turn the franchise around. Meanwhile, you're telling your agent, hey, look, get me the F out of here. Yeah. So that's what I think too. The Hawks thing, if they get it after making a trade to New Orleans, that'd be funny to me.
Yes. That trade was very crazy last year in the draft. And
Queen was decent this year, but
yes, he was.
Not worth that.
Especially with what this class is.
If they get Debanza for Queen.
And like Caleb Wilson's from Atlanta. So it would fit in perfectly for him. I don't know. I feel like some crazy stuff is going to happen with this lottery. The time slot's weird.
Yeah.
The trade scenarios that happened, like something weird's going to happen in this draft. I can feel it.
I want chaos. I want 3 teams in the top 3 that are nowhere near the top right now.
We see that happen all the time.
I know. God, I want to see that, though. And I want to see him flatten the odds. So I want to see him to where it's more. And I know they've done a good job of it lately, where it used to be 25% chance for the first team, the worst team. Now it's like the top three have 14% chance each. I know, but I want to go further than that, though. I don't know if they'll ever solve tanking completely, because if a team trades their number one pick and they're in that and they suck, they're like, well, what do you play for? I don't know. It's like we don't have anything. So I wish they would do that.
What do the Pacers do? Because I'm kind of now thinking of this. Like, if they end up in the top 1 or 2, they just went to the finals. They're going to get Tyrese Halliburton back.
Right.
Do they use that pick to go get someone even bigger and experienced, a veteran, to where then they can be right back in position next year? I feel like they're going to be in position regardless. Or do you draft a guy like a Darren Peterson, who I think with how their roster is set up would be the best fit? Even if they have the number 1 overall pick, I don't know. It's tough to pass on Debanza.
It really is. He's so good.
He can do it all. But like, do they then draft one of those guys to then like ensure that the next 10 years you're going to be still in that position when Halliburton's gone, when Siakam's done, when those guys are done? Like, you're going to have another one of these guys, or are you just going to be all in on now, trade that pick, get a few other pieces to then be right back in position?
That's the part that's going to be fascinating to watch if that happens. That right there. Because there'll be decisions like that for the Pacers to make, decisions like that for Golden State to make.
I feel like Darren Peterson would look dang good in the Pacers uniform too.
I think he would too. Yeah. So the lottery at 3:00. I don't know how you could possibly. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to feed my wife a lot of turkey and wine tomorrow for lunch. And then she'll take a nap and I'll be able to watch the lottery. That's what I'll do.
I think with how our day is set up tomorrow, I might be able to catch it.
Maybe you'll catch it?
Yeah. Like a little break in between things.
Yeah. Hey, look, when you're on your second marriage, you're 55 years old, and she's going to turn 50 this year. It's like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to watch the draft lottery.
Yeah. It's gonna be a good one, I think.
But that always leaves my wife's line. If you think you can do better, I'll help you look.
Hey, it's only going to take like half an hour, maybe.
Right. Yes, exactly. I'll set up the manicure and pedicure for that time. Coming next, speaking of Darren Peterson, some scary details from last season for him. We'll talk about that next. Fan Sports Saturday on The Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State Athletics, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Welcome to the Ohio Lottery's Made from Scratch show. Today, I'm sharing how you can make dough from scratch. We're adding a dash of fun and a sprinkle of luck. Now, let's get cooking and see what we've got. And voila! A fresh batch of Ohio Lottery $5 scratch-offs. Nice.
Play aces and eights with over $20 million in cash prizes and a top prize of $150,000. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Join T-Bone and Tyvis mornings on The Fan for football, food, and fun, featuring T-Bone.
Now, when you were talking about the football stuff, I was listening, but when you said Waffle House, I leaned forward in my chair.
And national champ Tyvis Powell.
I was staring myself in the mirror for a good 10 minutes today looking at it.
Where they solve all the world's complex problems.
We're not putting the toothpaste back in the toothpaste container.
Sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus.
Football, food, and fun with T-Bone and Tyvis. Weekday mornings from 6 to 9 on The Fan.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10TV and The Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10TV and The Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raise the roof. 10tv.com/raise the roof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items. Then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first delivery order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Listen, at some point you stopped calling it pain. You just started calling it, well, this is just how I am now. Deep down, you know it's not okay, but you'll want to get back to the normal you, not this new normal you've been living with. Well, there's a place you can do it, and there's a guy that can help you out. Dr. Ray Tesner and his team at QC Kinetics and their regenerative treatments for joint pain located in Dublin and Gahanna, they can help you out. They helped me out. They helped out my father. They're going to help you with whatever joint pain that you have. They're going to come in with this arthritis in a knee, a hip, a shoulder, a back. You can't move. You don't sleep as well. You want to get back to golfing and running, and you don't want to have surgery or a long recovery. The science is real. The treatments are natural. Your body knows how to heal itself. Let QC Kinetics get the tools to your body to help it get better. No operating room, no hardware, and you can get out this summer and have a good time. So listen, the longer it lasts, you need to get it taken care of. So go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or go to 380-208-4544.
Save big money on your outdoor projects now at Menards. Create stunning patios, walkways, and retaining walls with our huge in-stock selection of durable concrete blocks. Ready to take home today. Plus, get free estimates with our easy-to-use design program in-store or on Menards.com. Save big money on our 12-inch smooth patio block on sale now through May 10th. Plus, check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for more great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Get Eco.
Aaron, who taught you about business?
My mom.
Huh, really?
Yes, really.
What business was she in?
She was in the business of raising 3 kids by herself.
Single mom. That explains a lot.
What do you mean?
Well, it explains why you do an additional $500 worth of repairs for free when people have to buy a new hot water heater.
If someone had done that for Mom, she would have thought they were an angel sent from heaven.
Get Eco.
And it explains why you give people credit for all the money they spent with us for HVAC repairs when they need to buy a new system.
Yeah.
And it explains why you were such a maniac about finding a good toilet that we could sell fully installed for just $650.
Maniac?
You were a maniac, Aaron.
Get Eco.
We've got plumbers, we've got electricians, and we've got HVAC technicians. And every one of them has a mom.
I love you, Mom.
GetEco.com.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I talk to you about Weed Man every year. Why? Simple. Number 1, I use it. Number 2, it works. You want to get those lawn roots thick, baby, because when that happens, they resist weeds, disease, and insects, and they're using top-of-the-line stuff. We're talking golf course quality. Weed Man is locally owned and operated by Corbin and Audrey. They will take care of you. Proudly serving Central Ohio and our Dayton friends. Call your local office, 614-733-3747, weedman.com.
Have you ever met a man who wins money betting on tennis? Enter Scotty Vegas. Join Scotty and Dave Biddle for On the Money.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
Sunday mornings at 9 on The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Sports talk, weekend style. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Looking at this, the on-stage representatives for each team for the lottery tomorrow.
Oh.
And Vince Carter's there for Brooklyn. He's listed as a legend and Hall of Fame.
When you think of Vince Carter,
yes,
who do you think of him? What franchise do you think of him with?
Raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Raptors for me too.
Yeah. Was he on the team that went to the finals with the Nets?
I don't know if he. I don't think he was.
I don't think so either, because it was like Richard Jefferson.
Yeah.
Because that was against the Lakers.
Right. And that was the was that J Kidd also?
Yes. Yeah.
Let me check out Vince Carter here. I'm going to look and see when his playoff record.
I don't think he was. Which is, I know that they retired his jersey, I'm pretty sure.
There's probably like 9 that have retired his jersey. Yeah, he's never made it to the finals. Eastern Conference Finals one time. Never made it to the NBA Finals. But yeah, I think Raptors also with him is what I think.
Yeah, you got the iconic "It's Over" and the dunk contest and everything.
Con Knippel's there for Charlotte.
Yeah.
Tony Kukoc there for the Bulls. Rolando Blackman for the Mavericks. He just says legend because he's not in the Hall of Fame, so that's kind of disrespectful, I think. And then TJ McConnell for the Pacers, player.
Yeah.
Tayshaun Prince for Memphis.
Why isn't Steph there for the Warriors?
That's a good question. I don't know on that one.
Nick Collison there for the Thunder.
Zoe for Miami.
Yeah. Alonzo Mourning.
Scott
Tayshaun Prince there for the Grizzlies.
And then legend John Wall.
The
Wizards.
And him being there makes me fairly confident that they're going to be a top 4 pick.
The fact that Wall's there.
Yeah.
Darren Peterson last year went into details about some of the. They didn't do anything with any specific things during the season about why he was missing games, but he said high dose creatine caused cramping, and he said, and this is a quote in an interview with ESPN. He said, "I thought I was going to die in the training table that day. One of the times he had to come out of the game, and he went to the hospital after a full body cramping event during Kansas's preseason conditioning program."
Bill Self, what are you doing, man?
That's the part I wonder about too here, because I don't think something like this would happen with Body by Marotti here at Ohio State. I don't know. Like Peter said, he hadn't used a supplement before, got to college, then he started doing it, and doctors determined, according to his report, says creatine levels are already elevated, and then additional supplementation pushed him into an unsafe range. He said, I made it to the training room. He had the initial episode he had was this cramping escalating rapidly from his legs to his entire body, which sounds scary as hell.
Yes.
I wake up in the middle of the night with a cramp in my calf.
Oh my gosh, it's the worst thing ever.
And I'm screaming like a little girl. I can't imagine the whole body.
I am squirming. I am freaking out and everything.
I made it to the training room and just started begging them to call 911. They were trying to get a vein to get me to the IV, get me back hydrated, but I was cramping so hard they couldn't get a vein.
Oh my gosh. That terrifies me. That is probably my worst nightmare.
Okay. So all that happens. Peterson caught a lot of grief during the year. Now, because it was never reported why. Like if they would have said this at the time, this is why, I think people would have had more sympathy, but it was a lot like, hey, this guy's just they look at it like he's just trying to play the minimum amount of games to get his draft stock. But if all this is true, I have no reason to believe it's not true. He said, whenever I felt anything like that come on, my initial thought was that it might get to that again. And I can't let that happen to be embarrassed to have that on TV and all that. It kind of put me in a tizzy because I didn't know what was causing it. Nothing has ever been wrong with me before. Now, later in the season, he did play some, had several 30-plus minute performances.
Yeah.
And he said the issue stopped or began to stop when he stopped taking creatine. So it amazes me that that it took that long into the season to figure out, hey, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't do this anymore.
Well, it's interesting because, I didn't know anything about this, of course, but the first thing that really happened during the season was at North Carolina, and he left the game with a hamstring injury, and we know those with Jackson Smith and Jigba, those aren't easy to come back from, and it took some time. Missed a lot of big non-conference games. Kansas got by still, and now, then he comes back and is like, okay, what kind of Darren Peterson are you going to get? He has that monster half against the highly anticipated game against BYU, and it's this is your number one overall pick right here. I think he finished, he had 20-some in the first half. I don't remember exactly.
I think you're right, yeah.
How many points, but it was a ridiculous first half. It was literally a mixtape just in the first half.
Yeah.
That's how good it was. He had posters. He was dribbling off and pulling up jumpers off the mid-range, hitting step back threes. It was the number one pick conversation's over. It's this guy, especially if he continued that in the second half, and then he plays maybe the first 3 minutes in the second half, checks himself out, and then we don't see him the rest of the game. And this is probably why. And if it's when he says, whenever I felt anything like that come on, my initial thought was it might get to that again. I completely feel that. I would not want that on national. Obviously, I wouldn't that on national television. That makes it probably sets up a very scary scene at Allen Fieldhouse if something like that does happen during that game.
I mean, I'm just trying to picture what it would look like if
it's PTSD. That's
but if your whole body cramps up though,
yeah.
Am I falling down then?
Yeah, I don't know.
And I've still got PTSD from watching Hank Gathers die on the court, or when he had the heart attack on the court when he collapsed. I still think about that.
Yeah.
And so I don't know what all would happen if your whole body cramps up at the same time.
Do you just tense up and you can't move?
Like Tua?
Maybe,
right? You know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah, doing the fighting hands,
that kind of thing. Yeah,
hands.
And that's the part that, I don't think that this revelation, I almost said relevation, but it's revelation. Anyway, I don't think this revelation changes his draft stock at all. I think no matter what, he's going to go obviously 2 or 3, 1, 2 or 3, right?
Yes,
no matter what. Even if he doesn't come out and say this, but the fact he explained it like this, so, I've got to give him grace for what went on last year. And some of the times I may have been saying, I don't know if I did. I hope I didn't. But if I ever ripped him for not playing, of like, oh, he's sitting out again, huh? Or he's only playing 12 minutes, whatever. Like, now that I know this, I want to beat the hell out of myself for saying something like that if I did.
I don't know that I said anything like quite to the extent. I was very on like man, like what is this? Like what is going like why are you just kind of halfway going through the motions? And like, yeah, like I think I actually said this is not great for college basketball.
Right.
Just seeing stuff like this because there's a generational talent that, and like, I think we were going into the conversation of get rid of the one and dones, and it should happen anyways, but then just go straight to the draft out of high school or you're in there for 2 years. But it was kind of like this, like, man, if you're only going to go through the motions in college, just don't even come to college.
Yeah.
Just go straight to the league.
Right. Yeah, just go play G League or whatever you want to do. Do something like that. You're right. Yes.
Exactly.
But so yeah, I'm excited to see where he ends up.
I don't think creatine is. It's not. I'm not. This is how much I haven't worked out lately.
Yes.
But in college, like I took pre-workout. It's not the same at all.
It's not.
I don't think. But I took pre-workout and like you're supposed to take it with water,
right?
And like mix it up. I dry scooped it one time before a workout and like just took it, and which you're not supposed to do. And then you like chug it with water. And I was going to do legs. And that was the worst experience I've ever had. Like was like, it wasn't like I didn't cramp up or anything like this or have a full body cramp, but like I felt like I was going to pass out. I felt like I was going to throw up all at the same time. I was very dizzy.
Yeah.
And I was doing like a good leg workout to like to where like it could maybe cause this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do pre-workout again after that because I was like, I did not like that feeling. I shouldn't have dry scooped it anyways, but I needed to get something to go right into my workout, and I don't like the feeling of it, and the feeling it gave when you did it properly anyways, the pre-workout, I don't like, you get like all itchy and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like it's supposed to like really get you going.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Did not feel good.
See, this is why I don't work out. Nate, I don't know. This is why I don't work out.
Don't work out, don't have these problems.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to work out today. I was going to take creatine and do a really good workout today. Yeah. Darren Peterson's telling me maybe I shouldn't. Jacob Reimer's telling me, hey, maybe you shouldn't. Pass the cheese. Coming up next, NCAA Powerhouse did the right thing. We'll talk about that next. Fan Sports Saturday.
1, 2, 3. Here in the Fan is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan.
Getting a little older doesn't have to mean, well, getting older. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're feeling low energy, can't sleep, can't lose weight, are struggling with brain fog, or your sex drive is off, it's time to change it up. At Tri-State Men's Health, our advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more, getting you back in the game again. So don't be older. Be stronger in the gym. Be sharper at work. Be better in the bedroom, and be more confident in every part of your life. So call us today and find out how our advanced treatment strategies could change the game for you. Your first visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on one of our advanced treatment plans on the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Feature therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to fund a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years.
I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-0000. That's 800-791-0000.
Hi, I'm Connie Britton. I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
I'm Nate Puterball with their sports update. The Cincinnati Reds faced Houston last night, and it went poorly. The Astros sent the Reds to their 8th straight loss, 10-0. They try to get back on track this afternoon at 4:10 with Chase Burns on the mound. Catch the action right here on the Fan. The Guardians made it 3 in a row last night at home as they knocked off the Twins 6-4. Travis Bazzana hit his first MLB home run in the victory. They score off again tonight at 6:10. Last night in the NBA, Wemby became only the 4th player in NBA history to register a playoff game with at least 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks, leading the Spurs to a 115-108 victory to take a 2-1 lead over the Timberwolves. Jalen Brunson dropped 33 to lead the Knicks to a 3-0 series lead over the 76ers, 108-94. This afternoon, the Cavs look to get back on track in their series with Detroit down 2-0. Tip-off is at 3. LeBron and the Lakers square off with OKC in the night game. The Thunder lead that series 2-0. Bringing sports news and events to the Fan, Ohio Sports Destination.
During weekend programming, pants are optional.
Look at my butt!
However, leather chairs may have been a bad choice. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Fan Sports Saturday. Tito, Rhymer, Nate. Before I get into the tease that I gave there, Mr. Rhymer.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in your neighborhood. Around the park where I live right now, this is a time of the season I'm not a big fan of because it's hard to drive just on a normal residential 25-mile-an-hour road.
Yeah.
Because there are cars parked all up and down the street.
Yeah.
With these damn garage and yard sales.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm feeling that. I am 100% feeling that.
Are you a yard sale guy?
No.
Is your wife a yard sale woman?
Very much, yes.
Okay, so that makes you a yard sale guy. By default.
So I just recently moved to Plain City.
Okay.
And apparently this weekend they're doing like a big, massive community yard sale.
Right.
And some started yesterday in this one neighborhood. And then it's starting today in our neighborhood. And yeah, like the main strip of driving in and out of our neighborhood is just lined with cars.
Sure.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And we're even doing one at our house, too. So if you're in the neighborhood, go check it out because we got a lot of stuff that we want to get rid of.
Is there your address out there? No, don't throw it.
No, not doing that. Not doing that.
Just knock on door. Is this Reimer's house? Where's Reimer's house?
But we went yesterday. Yesterday was Rebecca's day to go and hit up some yard sales and do some shopping.
Right.
And we got to a point where Nora was then asleep from driving around. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to sit in here with her, let her sleep, and you go do your thing. And like just walking around. She's one house over here, and then she like when she's done there, she's like pointing, she's looking at me and pointing to this house, like, oh yeah, I'm going to this next one.
Yeah.
I don't know how many we actually went to. I blacked out. I lost track. And I don't understand the fascination of these things.
But you're hosting one.
Yeah.
Okay. Just I'm sure I'm clear on that. You don't understand why, but you're going to go do it anyway.
It wasn't quite my decision, but
I don't understand the big deal with heroin, like why people do it. I mean, I do it, but I understand what the big deal is about it. Roughly, how much do you think you guys spent on the yard sales yesterday?
I think we went into it with $50 because I went to the bank and took out money. And we still had some of that left.
Yeah, but you don't know what she,
I do have to
Apple
hand up
Wallet.
on myself. I contributed to the fund.
Right.
There was one house that had an egg carton of a dozen Titleist Trent Provy ones, and I was like, okay,
I'll do this one.
$10 for 12 Titleists.
Yes.
Absolutely, I'm doing that.
It's perfect.
But just the fact that there were so many set up, like just in the neighborhood was gorgeous,
right?
But that is what blew my mind, and how many people were actually there too. Like, this is a very big thing, and I don't know. I'm not completely in on it, I guess.
Right.
I don't understand it. Yeah, there's some great deals out there, but the fact that so many people are in on it is crazy to me.
What would stop me from doing it? I can't remember the businessman, the guy who's like a millionaire, guy who gives business advice all the time. Like, he would go out into garage sales and find these tremendous hidden gems and then sell them on eBay. Do you know what I'm talking about, Nate, or not?
Yeah, no, I have a similar thing I do, actually.
Okay, but like my problem is, if I go out there with the intention of finding something that's, something rare. I mean, I've seen, Pawn Stars, that kind of stuff, when you see somebody, oh, where'd you get this? Oh, I did an estate sale at a garage sale. What's it worth? $100,000. Like, things like that. So I've seen all those kinds of things. My fear is I'll go out and do it, won't find anything.
Yeah.
And then think you have them.
But then find out later on that someone who was there after me did find this.
Yeah.
Like, then I'll get angry.
Yeah.
Much like the lottery thing. Like, I'm afraid if I play, I'm gonna play the lottery, these same numbers for $1 every single week or whatever it's gonna be.
And then the week you take it off.
Yes, then it hits.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd live with myself. Like, if all of a sudden I'm walking through, oh yeah, this sucks. Gary V, that's it. Thank you very much for the chat there. Morris remodeling on that one. But Gary Vaynerchuk, I think is what it is, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, is the guy who does that. But like, he'll find rare toys and comic books and baseball cards, whatever. Go out and find all that kind of stuff, and then he'll look it up and see what it's worth, and then he'll buy it and he'll negotiate and do that. So
I'm a record collector, so
okay, that's right, you are. Yes,
I do enjoy perusing the estate or sometimes yard sales occasionally to go, you don't know how much that's worth. I'm going to take this for your 50-cent record.
Wait.
Thank you very, very much.
That's not the order it happened. You don't say you don't know what that's worth. I'll take it. First you take it, then you say you don't know what that was worth when you owned it.
Yeah. I found like a test pressing of Tommy from The Who. At an estate sale for like $4. I was like, mine? Thank you.
What's it worth? Do you know? Roughly?
It was worth, at the time I looked, about $400.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
There was something yesterday that I was very close to like buying. So I thought, I was like, this might look nice in like my little office area at home. And it was a long picture, and it was of Amen Corner. And
really?
Each hole, basically. It was like a
it's like
not a
panoramic one, but like a longer,
it was long, and it was like right in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, one was like 11, you could see 12 in the background. Then you had Rays Creek and 12, and then you had 13's green.
And why didn't you buy it?
I don't know.
What was the cost?
Only $10. It didn't fit. I guess it didn't really fit what I really wanted in my room, I guess.
How does Amen Corner not fit in a golf fan's room?
Because I guess I'm looking more. I don't know. I can't say that because I have a PGA Championship flag hung up in my room today.
There's not enough college basketball on it.
That's fair enough. Right,
that's my priority right now, is getting college basketball pictures put up there.
All right. So anyway, go see Jacob Rhymer's yard sale. It'll be the one with all the man clothes that are way too tall and skinny for you. So Alabama announced this week they're going to honor their contract with Ohio State. I don't know why that'd be news to actually say you're living up to what you signed up for, but they're going to play Ohio State in 27 and 28. It's here next season, then in Tuscaloosa in 2028. There was talk that, and also spurred by our own Austin Ward, who had said he didn't think that game would happen.
He's already calling a shot that the Georgia series isn't going to happen.
You know what? That's all he's doing. He's going to keep doing this for every matchup until he gets one right. Say, see, I told you.
Well, I mean, Georgia's already trying to cancel that one.
I don't think Georgia's happening.
I don't think Georgia's happening either.
The one with Florida State is already being canceled, and they're pushing it to a neutral site game.
Yes, the Florida State, you're right. The Florida State-Georgia game is going to a neutral site instead of doing the home and home. Ross Bjork, what I love about Ross Bjork is that he called him out. He said, that about the matchup before all this is what he said back in February, I think on 11 Warriors, I want to say it was. But we should not be afraid of that here at Ohio State. We need to embrace all opponents. We need to embrace high-level matchups. We're driving value in this whole new era of college sports. Until somebody shows us a different model where those games will cost you either way, then we will look at it. But until then, these games are on the schedule. These are contracts in a place that have been in place for a long time. We're going to honor those contracts unless there's another way, another model that somebody presents to us says, yeah, you shouldn't play those games because it's going to cost you in this category. Then we're going to embrace these high leverage matchups.
Yeah, I'm all for this.
Me too.
I'm big on give me the Blue Bloods against the Blue Bloods and those beefy non-conference games like we got with Texas last year, like we're going to get with Texas this year.
Yep.
Like, I know, like, I guess in college basketball, you see it a lot more. Like you had Ohio State or you had North Carolina, Kansas. You're going to get Ohio State, Kansas this year in the CBS Sports Classic. And on home and home sites too. Not on neutral fields, not on neutral courts. But the argument is now growing easier it's always been easier for college basketball because like if you lose that game, you have plenty of time to make up ground and still earn a high seed in the tournament. In college football now, like at least with the 12 team, we don't know if it's officially going to expand to 24. It sounds like it's going to, but at least for right now, like the argument is there to where like, yeah, like if you lose this game, you could be in some serious trouble when the playoff rankings get unveiled.
And it's going to get trickier for the SEC and ACC as they move to their 9-game schedules.
Yes.
And, but like, Texas fans will say, oh, if we would have played Ohio State, we would have in the playoffs. No, if you would have lost to Florida, you'd have been in the playoff. Don't lose to Florida.
Win the games.
Yes. Don't lose to Florida.
Still play these games, win the rest of them. Play up to your expectation. Ohio State played up to their expectation last year. Like, and they're going to learn it this year with the schedule they have. Like, you have to go at Texas. You have to go to Indiana. You have to go to USC.
Right.
You get Oregon at home. You're at Iowa. You got Michigan, of course. Like you have to play the games. You have to earn your spot in the playoff.
The ACC, remember last year all the drama with the tiebreakers?
Yes.
Okay. I think this year they might say hold my beer because they are doing the 9-game conference schedule this year, but 5 teams play 8. 5 teams play 8 conference games. The rest of them play 9.
I hate this conference.
Can you imagine
so much?
That happened to Ohio State back in '82.
Are the 5 teams the 5 that play Notre Dame?
I don't know. It's a good question. I'm not sure. That might be. I don't know. That would have required show prep by me, as we all know. I kind of lack in that department.
Well, okay, hang on. I could kind of maybe answer that because I know North Carolina plays Notre Dame
in 1982. Now I sound like Jack Park.
That's when North Carolina won the national championship.
Yes, they did. Ohio State beat Michigan in the final game of the season. Both of them finished with 1 conference loss.
Okay.
So you would think that would mean Ohio State's got the tiebreaker. They'd go to the Rose Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Michigan played one more conference game than Ohio State. Because they had one more win, they had a better winning percentage. Michigan went to the Rose Bowl. Ohio State went to the Holiday Bowl to play BYU.
Oh, my gosh.
Big difference.
That's
Holiday
outrageous.
Bowl's like around Christmas back then. I don't know if it still is or not, which would make sense. It's a Holiday Bowl. But, yeah, I love to tell that story, though. In 82, Ohio State got screwed because some teams played more than others.
Yeah. Well, so I did look real quick. North Carolina is only playing 8 conference games next year. And their non-conference is TCU. It's it has an asterisk on it. It's at a neutral site, but it's the return game of what last year's was. I assume it's going to be in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Then they play East Tennessee State, Notre Dame, and they also play at UConn. But it's November 7th when they play UConn.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could easily just get rid of the UConn.
Why couldn't you? Right. Yeah. I don't.
Why is that not a conference game?
Or a better idea, make Notre Dame join the conference.
Right. I mean, they were in the COVID year.
The more and more I get.
Didn't they win the ACC championship?
They might have. You might be right about that. I have to look at that one up. But yeah, the further I get away from the more we get into the way college football is being changed and all this, I wish Ohio State would go independent. I used to rip Notre Dame all the time for not joining the conference. You know what? They got to figure it out, man.
Yeah.
I wish Ohio State would go. Ohio State still play Michigan.
Never win anything, get all the rewards for it.
I'm saying Ohio State, I'd love for them to go independent.
Notre Dame did not win the ACC championship. They lost to Clemson in 2020.
Okay.
So it was in the COVID year. They played in the ACC championship game, but lost to Clemson.
Coming up next, bigger is better. Unless you are Jacob Rhymer or a big-time college basketball coach. We'll talk about that next. Fan Sports Saturday.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
Mother's Day is Sunday, May 10th, that very special day that you can tell Mom just how significant her love has been. And what says love and appreciation more than a colorful, flowering Mother's Day gift from Oakland Nursery? She'll love a beautiful hanging basket just bursting with flowering color. Or shop Central Ohio's largest selection of hand-potted roses in a myriad of colors. Or lovely annuals for the garden. Mother's Day is Sunday, May 10th. Get something extra special this year from Oakland. For 86 years, moms have loved gifts from Oakland Nursery.
Join T-Bone and Tybus mornings on The Fan for football, food, and fun, featuring T-Bone.
Now, when you were talking about the football stuff, I was listening, but when you said Waffle House, I leaned forward in my chair.
And national champ Tybus Powell.
I was staring myself in the mirror for a good 10 minutes today looking at it.
Where they solve all the world's complex problems.
We're not putting the toothpaste back in the toothpaste container.
Sponsored by Capital Ford of Columbus.
Football, food, and fun with T-Bone and Tybus. Weekday mornings from 6 to 9 on The Fan.
Recalculating route. Estimated arrival time. Never.
For people with nasal congestion, snoring, or sleep apnea, finding a solution feels like a never-ending road trip.
First stop, my primary doctor. Then the pharmacy. Then a sleep specialist. Then an ENT.
What if there was just one destination for all your problems?
Welcome to Advent, your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care in one location. Over 95% of patients with severe nasal breathing issues report improvement. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
You have arrived at Clear Breathing.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Studies show that people with good oral health are more likely to have good overall health. That's why it's so important to maintain a healthy diet, to brush your teeth at least twice a day for 2 minutes, to floss once a day, and remember to see your dentist regularly. Ohio Dental Association dentists are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association, so you know you're being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist near you, visit ODA.org.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
As the saying goes, trust is earned, never given. When it comes to your roof, who you trust truly matters. At Newman Roofing, we're more than just a business. We're a local, family-owned company built on honesty, integrity, and hard work. From the very beginning, these core values have shaped the way we do business, ensuring a customer experience that's second to none. Our dedication to quality has earned us the trust of thousands of homeowners across Central Ohio. At Newman Roofing, excellence isn't just a word, it's our promise to you. From the moment we step foot on your doorstep to the final handshake, we strive to deliver an experience that keeps you calling back for more. Whether you need a roof repair or a full replacement, our team at Newman Roofing is here to protect what matters most. After all, when your name is on it, it just means more. So give us a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Wounded Warrior Project helps post 9/11 veterans and their families realize what's possible. With support and resources that bring warriors together and empower them to become stronger, both inside and out.
It's possible to begin healing,
to get the help you need,
to find peace.
And as each warrior's needs evolve, so do we. Because these last 20 years are just the beginning. Learn more at woundedwarriorproject.org/possible.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
By the afternoon, partly cloudy skies and actually pretty warm with a high of 71. Tonight, we'll see a small chance for a few lingering showers with partly cloudy skies and a low of 53. And on your Mother's Day, we will see a small chance for a lingering shower with a high of 65. I'm meteorologist Ashley Smith on 97.1 The Fan.
Bo Bishop is a media legend. We have no idea where the other guys came from. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Live, local, and still slightly drunk.
I'm not drunk, all right? I just have a speech impediment.
This is Fan Sports Saturday.
All right, Fan Sports Saturday. The NCAA tournament is getting bigger. I see. You guys are wrong on that.
Whoa.
You're wrong. It's going to 8 more teams getting in. Makes the field now 76. Thankfully, they're not changing the way they phrase things. Because remember, they first went to the first 4. They called that the first round. And then the second round was really the first round. And then, so anyway, they're going to call it the opening round.
Yeah.
But there will now be additional teams, another 8 teams getting into the field to play in that opening round. First time they've expanded the tournament since 2011, went 65 to 68. The biggest expansion since they went from when they doubled from 32 to 64. That can't be right. 85? That's what they went to 32 to 64. Anyways,
I think so.
Okay. So here's why I don't have a problem with it. Now, let me do this first. Mark Few is opposed to it.
This is making me sick.
I'm adamantly opposed, totally unnecessary. It's the dumbing down of the regular season, which is sad. He said that also. Mark Few from Gonzaga. We're trying to generate more interest in the regular season. Expansion doesn't help. That's where we've been struggling. And what else we have? Dan Hurley. What I think makes the tournament special is the qualification for it. You don't want the regular season to be rendered meaningless, this is what he told CBS Sports, and to take away from November, December, January, and February. He said, I love watching the Dayton games, but also the fact that it was 64 is really hard to get in. What else we have? Brad Underwood, who is at Illinois, said, why? Who's pushing this? We want change. Let's do it to blow the doors off financially. This doesn't move the needle at all. Not good for mid-majors, low majors at all. Tom Izzo says he understands from both sides. I would rather it stay the same. But as you know, coaches weren't asked at all, which is fine. Here is why I don't mind it.
Well, did you hear Dan Hurley's other quote on it on the field of 68?
What was it?
I love the exclusivity of it. I love that it was a hard tournament to qualify for. I think the best sporting events have difficulty qualifying for. So, yeah, I don't like it for that standpoint.
Okay. It's for people to it's all to do. This is further screwing the mid-majors.
Yes.
Okay. This is going to try. Now, I know that's not all mid-majors going to be the team, so it's still going to do the thing where you got to be like the 11 seed or whatever will still be.
No, they're going to put more mid-majors in with this. Let's be very clear.
No, what I'm saying is going to make it harder for mid-majors to get into the big dance, I would think. Like they're going to somehow, it'll happen that way. But it doesn't bother me because it's not going to change how I consume the NCAA tournament.
Yes.
I rarely watched the entire first 4 games. Rarely did. Nothing against it. I'm fine with it. But but it wasn't the tournament for me starts at 64.
Yeah.
No matter how many teams they put in, if they go to 96, it doesn't matter. My tournament starts when either Ohio State plays or 64. That's what it is for me. So the regular season games will still matter. They would. I'm not saying they'll matter when you get to the end of the season to make the selections on the tournament or whatever. But I'm saying, though, I'm still damn excited about watching Michigan State non-conference this year, some of the games they're going to have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not going to change it for me at all.
That's fair. And I'm with you on that. Like, because I know the games are expanded. I'm still going to watch the opening round, as they're calling it now. The fact that the thing that I don't like about this is that it's shining a light on the teams that aren't deserving of it to get in.
Okay.
We already had people yelling last year, 18-16 Auburn didn't get into the tournament. Yeah. Next year, it's going to be, why isn't 13-19 Mississippi State in?
Yeah.
Have you seen their schedule?
I was just getting ready to hit that. So this was put out by Kevin Sweeney of Sports Illustrated. He put new entrants from this year into to the 76 team field. Oklahoma, which lost 9 straight games at one point. Auburn, which lost 16 times. Indiana, which lost 6 of their 7 to close the year. Teams 73 through 76 based on WAB were all 4+ games under 500 in quad 1 and quad 2 games.
That's all very fair. If a team is 13-18 and gets into the play-in and gets beat before the tournament starts, in my opinion, then that's fine. It'll work itself out.
But why is that opportunity then not left for a Belmont last year that didn't win their conference tournament, and that's the only way that they can get in?
See any team that wins their regular season but doesn't win the tournament title.
Yes, that's the only way the mid-majors, because Belmont was one of the better mid-major teams last year. They just had a really bad day. The other team they were playing was fantastic, and they end up losing in the conference tournament, and then they don't get into the NCAA tournament. And with this expanded field, that's where I'm going to be okay with it, is if they actually stay true to what they're saying on it being more about access and not about money,
right?
Then it's going to set up for more opportunities for the mid-majors, for Belmont, for Tulsa, who finished with 30 wins last year, and I'm pretty sure only 8 losses. Like, if we're getting more of those teams into the tournament, then I'm okay with it. If you're getting some of these teams that are finishing bottom 4 in their conference, then no, it's dumb.
It all goes back to, though, for me, what are you trying to accomplish?
So, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
When do you fill out your bracket?
I usually do it on the final one, probably like on Wednesday night, usually.
Okay, so you're, because that's essentially what we have to do now.
Yeah,
is waiting until Thursday morning, because the way, have you seen the new bracket?
Yes, I've seen it. Yes,
it's ugly.
I know.
It looks like just zits all over the place. You've got 2 11s instead of 4, or well, you would still have 2 11s, but you have those now 4 12 seeds.
Right.
And so we've officially killed off the 5-12 upset.
Yeah.
And it's still gonna happen at times, but it's not the traditional way of, like, when we get the bracket, we're like, oh, I like that 5-12 upset. That's a very interesting one. We now have to wait to, like, okay, like, yeah, maybe so-and-so can beat Wisconsin. Like, will we have a Wisconsin high point like we did last year? I don't think so now, because it drops everything down, because it's setting more for the at-large teams in those 12 seeds.
Yes, it's going to make it, there'll be more losses there for some of those teams, and not the chance for the Cinderella story. But do you, like, if you really want to, like, reward the best team in college basketball with the championship, then it should be an 8-team tournament. Okay? If you want to reward the best team, like the truly best team.
You're sounding like Joel Klatt now.
And it's 8 blue bloods, Don't try to tell me that Loyola Chicago or Florida International or San Diego State.
Florida Atlantic.
See, same thing. I can't even get their names right. But I'm saying, like, don't tell me that they deserve to win the national championship, because they don't. They don't deserve to do it. So if you want to reward, if you want to honor, if you want to give truly the best team, but that's not what the NCAA tournament's all about. And that's not what the NFL playoffs, that's not what Major League Baseball playoffs are all about. It's all about the team that's hottest at the right time. How many times have we seen the number 1 overall seed actually win the NCAA tournament?
But Tito, the last 20 years, they've still majority been 1 seeds or a top 4 team in the country.
Absolutely have been. Absolutely. So that's why I'm saying it doesn't matter how big it gets.
Michigan was arguably was the best team in college basketball this year. I know they lost to Duke, but they were better than Duke.
Who was the number 1 overall seed this year?
Duke.
Duke was. Who was number 1 overall seed last year? Was that also Duke?
No, Auburn.
Auburn was last year.
Yes.
Okay. But I'm saying, like, it's so if we understand that we're not going to, that the best team in the regular season is likely not going to be your champion. Okay. Regular season already doesn't matter as much. It doesn't matter as much, because all you have to do is play well for the tournament. You have to play well at the right time. You have to get hot in that tournament. You'll have your depth tested there more than any place else except your conference tournament, maybe. But I'm just saying, yeah, I agree with you. Michigan, I had them winning in my bracket last year.
Yeah.
Rare time I got it right.
Uh-huh.
But I had them doing that, though. And so I know last year, yes, that's what happened. But most of the time, the number one overall seed will not win the tournament. So the regular season, it's going to continue to be warm up for the tournament. That's what it's going to be.
The thing that I want it to be teams that earned their way in, not because they were just handed a spot because they got by through the season. But also, just a quick glance at the last 15 years. The champion has either been a 1 seed or UConn or Villanova. And Villanova was a 2 seed.
Yeah.
So it's still a top 8 team in the country.
Right.
Maybe probably more closer to top 5.
You know what that says to me? It works. It's working. You know what I mean?
You're still getting the best team, though. It may not be the number 1 overall seed.
Fine, yeah, but I'm saying the worst year for me was the Florida International,
Florida Atlantic,
whatever it is, against San Diego State. But I had no interest in that.
But UConn won that year.
I know, but I'm saying when they were the Final Four, it was like, God, this is awful. Yeah. I don't mind upsets early on.
There was a buzzer beater in that game.
I know, I understand that, but I'm just saying, give me my Blue Bloods, give me Mom's meatloaf, give me my chili.
Thanks, Colin.
Yes, that's what I'm doing here. Coming up next. 2 big additions occurred this week for your Ohio State Buckeyes. Oh, more basketball talk. That's next. Fan Sports Saturday.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary right here in Ohio. America 250 Ohio is partnering with communities across the state to bring events and experiences to all 88 counties all year long. Explore Ohio's history on dynamic driving trails, enjoy Ohio-related movie screenings, or attend engaging history talks, plus so much more. See the full calendar of events and discover what's happening near you at america250-ohio.org. Sponsored by the Ohio History Connection, aired by the OAB and this station.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. Garnish your Bloody Mary with sports talk. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Fan Sports Saturday. I'm doing something. I'm getting out of my comfort zone here, Rhymer.
Okay.
Typically, when there is a player from not the United States that's in the news for some reason, and what I will normally do is this is just a savvy radio lazy veteran move. I'll kind of act like I would say to Nate, oh Nate, the guy Ohio State just got, the high school guy, and make him pronounce the name. Or I would do it to you. I would say, hey, I did with you last year with somebody, the guy that got the Ohio State got that was coming over, and you had the highlight videos of him. I did the same thing.
Grujic.
Yes, I didn't know how to say his name, so I was like, hey, Rhymer, what's that guy's name again? I forget. That's what I did. I'm gonna go here.
Oh goodness.
Vuk Lazarevich. How about that?
Lazarevich.
Good try.
That's right. You know, he couldn't just let it go.
He couldn't. No.
I did it earlier with Wagler. So you said Wagler.
Fine. The Vuker is has committed.
Oh, I like that nickname.
You like that? See,
the Vuker.
Makes it easier.
Got to be careful though how you say Vuk.
I know. I know. He is a 7'1", 200-pound center. He played high school basketball in Utah.
Yes.
And he's committed to Ohio State in this class, right? 2026.
Yes.
So, I don't know how good this guy is. I know he's big. He does apparently, according to the reports, according to he can. He does have some success from three, not a lot, but nonetheless, the Buckeyes have gotten so damn tall this offseason, right?
Yes, they have.
How many they have 3 7-footers?
I think yes. But from Amari Bynum down, it's 6'8" or taller.
Oh my goodness.
You got him, you got Thompson, you've got Yelovich, you've got there's so many Aviches now.
He's trying to get me pronounced, but I'm not going to do it. Nate, don't fall for it. I just told you what he's going to do.
You've got Lacerovich. You've got Ojonwuna. I think it's Ojonwuna.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's Ojonwuna. I don't even know if that's right up. I'm going to go ahead and correct you anyway.
But still, they're bigger. And I love this because, like, we're seeing it in college basketball. And, like, just look at this past year. Michigan, Florida, the year before. UConn's been big. Teams are getting bigger. They're going to a big ball style. Now, Lacerovich, is he going to be able to come in immediately and impact? I don't know. I think I love this as a depth piece.
Right.
And a project to maybe next year or 2 years from now, he can be really good. And the interesting thing is, he is a freshman. Yelovich because of how he came over, we talked about this last night on the Buckeye Show with Beam and Pat Murphy, that because Lacerovich started in high school and he enrolled in high school and he is now a freshman. Yelovich, when he came over, he didn't have that high school part. So at Kentucky last year, he was a sophomore. And so now this year, he's going to be a junior at Ohio State. So I do love this pickup just because it's important to have that kind of depth. Your guys are going to get in foul trouble. Mm-hmm. You have no idea. One of the biggest question marks is Ojonwuna and coming back from his injury. Is he going to be able to move laterally like he was before?
Right.
How is he going to be with the physicality of the Big Ten? The foul trouble is going to happen. And to have guys that you can plug in off the bench that are the same height and can still give you a size matchup with the other team that can maybe withstand you a few minutes, that's great to have.
This might be the most height I've seen on Ohio State basketball team.
I think it has to be.
I can't remember a time when because for years they would do things like 6'8" Perry Carter at center, or something like that. And was Terrence Dials like 6'9", I want to say?
So, yeah.
So they would go through that quite a bit back then. But I think this might be the tallest one now. It's just a question how good they're going to be, because I know that there's a lot of guys that need reps, that need to get work in.
Yes.
As far as the big men go. And so that'll be the trick, is the rotation, how you figure that out, how to rotate these guys in and out, and which guy stands out. Look, I liked Tilly last year.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of what he did. It was a bit inconsistent, but still I liked some of the things he did out there. They're going to miss him this year, but you're right. But the big guys, and you saw it with Michigan last year, you even saw it was it Illinois? When you get big guys that can shoot.
Yeah.
Can shoot. That's the big thing. And that's why I want to see if these guys can actually.
Yelovich can. He can space the floor. And I think the goal of this offseason was to, one, retain John Mobley Jr. and Amari Bynum.
Right.
And they did that.
Yeah.
You have a 5-star Anthony Thompson coming in, who, by the way, is playing with the U18. He's at the training camp for Team USA U18's team, trying to make that roster, I think, which is great.
Yeah.
And the goal for this offseason was to build around them. And I felt like Jake Diebler has done that perfectly.
Yeah.
You're looking at these big guys, and it's not the biggest names. It's not Ade Mara. There was no Ade Mara in this class. There may be.
Right.
We don't know who that is yet, but everybody has gotten bigger. And that's what Jake Diebler has done to help counter with the core three that you have to build around. And they're going to be more fit for his style that he wants to get out of, playing up tempo and spacing it out, having a big that can operate on the outside, get the rebound and go type thing. And that's exactly what Yelovich can do.
The fact that the tournament field is now 76.
You have to be in every year.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. If Diebler, if not, I shouldn't say Diebler, because I love Diebler. I hope Diebler's here a long time.
Yeah.
But if a coach misses from a really prominent program, the field twice, like in a row, I got to believe that's fireable.
I think so, too.
I think so.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I absolutely think so.
I mean, thank God Diebler made it last year because that bought him some time. Like, you know, it's
Yes.
like, you know, good. I'm glad he made it. He would have made it the year before also, moved 76. But even the fact that, and that's why I think some of these coaches are probably like the Izzo, this doesn't affect him. You know what I mean? But I got to believe guys like, you know,
Rick Barnes, it doesn't affect him.
No, it doesn't affect Rick Barnes. You get some of those guys who are like usually sixth in their conference, like, you know what? I like this idea.
Michael Malone?
Yes. It's a great idea.
Could affect him.
Yeah, so as you start seeing that now, because that's the thing you look at, well, you missed the tournament. As long as people still can embrace the fact and call, for me, look, I'm still going to say 64 is when the tournament starts.
Yeah.
But if it fits my narrative with maybe saying, hey, Diebler should be here longer than that, they made the tournament again.
And I think that should be the argument is, are they in the 64?
Right.
That should be the thing, especially the standard at Ohio State. Like, that's what the standard should be. You're not just getting in the 76.
Right.
You have to be in the 64 consecutive years in a row.
Yeah.
Not just barely getting in, especially with the expanded field now. You have to be that to me is what the standard should be for Ohio State with Jake Diebler moving forward. You have to be in that 64 threshold.
Was that your tweet you put out? I don't know if you copied somebody else or put it out there about now it's, you know, you see these things, last 12 in, first 12 out.
I did tweet something.
You got to see what you're talking about the last 12 in, right?
Gosh, that just makes me sick. I want to vomit right now.
Coming up next, Julian Sayin said some things. That's all. That's next.
Tweet from a listener. Are you carrying the Buckeye game today? Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
Delaware County Veterans Services, here for those who served. Located on the ground floor of the historic courthouse in downtown Delaware, our team of veteran county veteran service officers is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Need a ride to a VA appointment, facing a financial emergency? Are you or your spouse simply looking for answers? Then give Delaware County Veterans Services a call. 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment. Delaware County Veterans Services.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival returns May 14th through 17th with My Chemical Romance, Tool, Bring Me the Horizon, and Shinedown. Plus, Pierce the Veil, Good Charlotte, Sublime, Godsmack, Breaking Benjamin, Marilyn Manson, and so many more. Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio, May 14th to 17th. Passes on sale now at sonictemplefestival.com.
Common Man here for Weed Man. I talk to you about Weed Man every year. Why? Simple. Number one, I use it. Number two, it works. You want to get those lawn roots thick, baby, because when that happens, they resist weeds, disease, and insects, and they're using top-of-the-line stuff. We're talking golf course quality. Weed Man is locally owned and operated by Corbin and Audrey. They will take care of you. Proudly serving Central Ohio and our Dayton friends. Call your local office, 614-733-3747, weedman.com.
I'm Tracy Townsend, anchor at 10 TV News This Morning. This community is my home, and it means everything to me. I care deeply about the stories we bring you each day, especially the ones that truly impact your life, from women's health and advocacy to the decisions happening at the State House. My goal is simple: help you feel informed and connected, because when news moves fast, you need a team that moves with you. Make the move to 10 TV News This Morning, weekdays from 5 to 9, anywhere you watch.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. That means more time to be artists, prom dates, world travelers, and moms. We are Blood Cancer United, the world's leading organization focused solely on blood cancer research, support, and advocacy. We do the most for more people with blood cancer, so people with blood cancer can do more of whatever they want. Blood Cancer United. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
You can save big on select varieties of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Gatorade, and more. Select packs are buy 3, get 3 free with your card. Limit 12. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Turn up the heat on your savings and earn up to 3.75% APY until April 2027 with a high-rate money market account during Kemba Financial Credit Union's limited-time Summer Boost Special. This high-earning, no-nonsense account will put your cash to work while you're living your best summer. Offer expires July 31st, 2026. Visit Kemba.org. Restrictions apply. Advantage status and $5,000 minimum balance required to obtain APY. Max $1 million. APY equals annual percentage yield. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome to the Ohio Lottery's Made from Scratch show. Today, I'm sharing how you can make dough from scratch. We're adding a dash of fun and a sprinkle of luck. Now, let's get cooking and see what we've got. And voila! A fresh batch of Ohio Lottery $5 scratch-offs. Nice.
Play aces and eights with over $20 million in cash prizes and a top prize of $150,000. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10 TV and The Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10 TV and The Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raise the roof. 10tv.com/raise the roof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
Join our resident gambling degenerates, Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money, Sunday mornings at 9.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
We firmly believe it's appropriate to tailgate before a youth soccer game. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Julian Sayin was associated with something which I hope he's never associated with again. Something called a triple option. With the Ohio State offense. Triple Option Podcast. You like that? Thank you very much. I'll be here. Well, I would say I'll be here all week, but I have been here all week. Here's Julian Sayin talking on the Triple Option Podcast on his mindset going into the Michigan game last year.
You know, I think we had the team had a kind of a great mindset going into it. We weren't really feeling a ton of pressure. We know how much it means to the state of Ohio and to our fan base. But walking in that stadium, it was a ton of fun, and we had a bunch of juice and. Obviously off the bat, it had through the interception, and then after that, I felt like we were just in control.
So, yes, we last year would have been devastating to lose that game to Michigan for Ohio State.
Yes.
So they do that last year, which is good, and now we get something we haven't had in a while. We have a returning starting quarterback that beat Michigan. Right? Been a hot minute.
Who would the last one? I mean, Justin Fields technically, but he didn't get to play against Michigan the second time.
Right. So who would be? I don't know.
JT Barrett.
Okay. Maybe that's what it is.
Because, it would be because of that stretch.
Right.
Dwayne was next and then Fields.
Right.
They all beat them, but Dwayne didn't come back.
Right.
And then Fields came back, but didn't get to play against Michigan.
Right.
CJ never beat Michigan.
Right.
McCord did not.
Okay.
Did JT have two that he actually won? Because he got injured in two of them.
Well, he came back in the one up there,
that's
though.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Because there was that, and then, was that his last year?
No. He came back and had the battle with Cardale. Remember the quarterback?
The year that he got hurt, the game was at home.
Right, and that was when they went on to beat Wisconsin then. In the first natty, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The year after that was up there, and it was when Zeke went crazy. But JT was still he earned the starting spot that time.
Right.
By that time.
Again, this is all show research I should have done.
So I think he won the second and the third one because then Dwayne came in the fourth one.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting this year because we have that going on.
Yes.
It's sad that we had to do this. And by the way, now Heron in the chat's going to say something. He's a Michigan guy, and somebody else is going to jump in, but I'm a Michigan guy, and something. I feel bad. That was poor planning on my part to even bring that up.
There's an M on their field that we put in snow. Who cares?
Yes. Here is Julian Sayin talking about his biggest issue against Indiana's defense last year.
There was a ton of things this offseason that I was looking at to get better at, whether it's having cleaner feet in the pocket, having a little bit better pocket presence, and then, knowing when to extend plays and, take off and, third down and, nothing's open. We got to go pick it up with our legs and get the first down.
Okay, that was about what he needed to improve on in the offseason, which is fine. It was going to tie into that anyway. But those were all things that, yes, I'm glad he recognizes he needs to do it. But I don't need him to run. I need him to know he can.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You saw it a little bit in the spring game, too.
Yeah.
I know there was the touchdown that everyone wants to talk about. Of
right.
Would it have really been a touchdown? But, I still think to know that, he did that. It's the confidence in him that, he can run.
Mm-hmm.
I would like him to improve on his sliding and actually work on that.
Yes, that's important.
Because there was a play later in the spring game where, you could still practice the slide. I know you're not getting hit, but there were guys there to wrap you up, and we don't need you getting hurt.
I don't need him to run, but I do need him to run, but I need him to go, you need to go get 3 yards right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs to understand when he escapes pressure, he may have to advance the ball with his legs.
And I want that because, yes, you know that you can throw it downfield with the weapons that are out there.
Yeah.
But it takes the attention off of the running backs. And it's we've seen it with Braxton. We've seen it with JT and Justin Fields and all those guys. When they actually can run, the best backfield to me was when it was Justin Fields and J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah,
because
phenomenal.
You had no idea who was keeping it on a read option.
Yep.
And whichever one kept it, they were getting 10 yards.
And so, that's the thing. It's I need him to just have that confidence.
Yeah.
And but he's not going to look. We're not going to see out of him what we saw out of Will Howard as far as running the ball.
No,
Will Howard's a different kind of cat. And so, but just the fact that know that you can do it. The sliding thing is huge because we've seen quarterbacks like Robert Griffin III. Remember him? Oh, it's just
Joe Burrow didn't know how to slide.
Burrow, you're right. Year. That's the other thing. True, you're right. Yeah. So those are the kind of things that you've really got to work on,
especially if you want to be a quarterback at the next level.
Yes.
And you're going to have to scramble. You're going to have to pick up yards with your legs. And in the NFL, if that's your ultimate goal, you got to be able to slide. You're not Lamar Jackson, Julian.
He also talked about, I'm not going to play the sound, but he was also asked about if he was approached for the way Jeremiah Smith was, NIL deal and all stuff, and he said, no, I think I knew I was coming back to Ohio State. I can't think of a better situation for a quarterback to be in right now than Ohio State.
Absolutely.
As far as the weapons they've got, the running backs you've got, it's there's no other team that can match up with that. And the fact you were talking I don't know what kind of money that they'd have to offer Julian, because it would be I don't want to say short money, but it would be because you're banking on the NFL.
Yeah.
It's your big money there. And plus, there's something to be said about being a former Ohio State great. If your first name is former Ohio State great, you can work anywhere in this town.
We saw it in the draft with Ethan Onionwa getting drafted.
Right,
he did not do anything.
Didn't even start last year.
He didn't do anything.
Right.
And he gets drafted mainly because of he was at Ohio State.
Right.
That the name itself holds so much weight when you're going to the NFL.
Yeah. Here is what Julian Sayin said on the Triple Option podcast about what Chris Henry Jr. brings.
I think he's a great player. Got a lot of potential and, had a great spring this spring. And it's been fun to kind of build that relationship with him and build that connection on the field.
He is, and I've said this on other shows too, but I don't get too excited about the stats he's going to produce because it's not going to be.
This is Jeremiah's year.
It's Jeremiah's year, and this is out. There's a lot of weapons on this team.
Yes.
What I want to see out of Chris, this would be my ideal thing for Chris Henry Jr. I would like to see him with a really high yards per catch average.
Okay.
Average yards per catch, and at the end of the season, if he has let's say he has 33 catches. I want to see 10 touchdowns out of that. That's the kind of thing. I want to see a high touchdown percentage and just a high yards per catch.
Okay. I like that. And because you just mentioned how you think Ohio State is in the best spot quarterback-wise.
Yeah.
And I think even backup-wise, too.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And you saw it in the spring game.
Yeah.
There was still some growing that Tavian St. Clair needs to do, obviously. But you saw the flashes of what next year could be, or if Julian comes back and you have another year to wait on Tavian, there's still going to be the connection of him and Chris Henry Jr. And like the connection there was obvious in the spring game. And going up against a secondary that is supposed to be one of the best in the country this year. I know you lost Caleb Downs, but like it's still loaded on that back end.
It is.
And I think that's where I'm right there with you on, yes, Ohio State is in the best spot quarterback-wise with Julian Sayin, but they're also in the best spot backup-wise because, and like I don't want them to go after a guy in the portal after this year.
Nope.
Let it be Tavian. There can still be a fight for it, but he's an Ohio kid. He's been working. He's been developing. Like next year, I think we'll be just fine with Tavian. And then when you have Chris Henry as likely your number one,
I think it's important for Ohio State's. This is going to sound weird. Ohio State's credibility, though, if you play quarterbacks you develop.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if you sit here and put St. Clair in the program for 2 years. And in the third year, you decide, you know what, he's not ready. We're gonna. Then you screwed up somewhere.
Yes.
Either you screwed up and when you recruited him, or you screwed up the way you developed him. But something screwed up somewhere.
Yeah.
And so I think you lose credibility if next year you bring in a transfer. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's if it's a Heisman Trophy winner that wants to get out of school he's at, whatever. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
You've got to roll with the guy you developed. Speaking of that, Tavion St. Clair's from Bell Fountain.
Yes.
It's about a 60-mile hike from here.
Mm-hmm.
See where his brother's playing quarterback this year?
No.
His brother is enrolled at Upper Arlington High School.
Interesting.
He's going to be playing trying to be the starting quarterback. I don't know if he will be. I'm not sure what the quarterback battle looks like. But yeah, he is at Upper Arlington for the upcoming season. Tavion St. Clair's younger brother.
So basically what you're saying is we're going to have to get very familiar with the St. Clairs, just like Duke fans are going to have to get familiar with the Knipples.
I don't like talking politics, but this could be like a Trump secession thing where it's going to be the many terms of the St. Clair's at quarterback. It could be if they develop. But that's all the political talk we're going to do on that one. I found it interesting. It's right down. It's like close to me. I'm going to go watch him play a few times this year.
I mean, that's literally in Ohio State's backyard.
Yeah, it's right there. You're right. Yeah.
Like, why not go and watch him?
Do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Coming up next is a certain TV network sly like a fox. That's pretty clever by me. That's next, Fan Sports Saturday.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Get Eco.
Aaron, who taught you about business?
My mom.
Huh, really?
Yes, really.
What business was she in?
She was in the business of raising 3 kids by herself.
Single mom. That explains a lot.
What do you mean?
Well, it explains why you do an additional $500 worth of repairs for free when people have to buy a new hot water heater.
If someone had done that for Mom, she would have thought they were an angel sent from heaven.
Get Eco.
And it explains why you give people credit for all the money they spent with us for HVAC repairs when they need to buy a new system.
Yeah.
And it explains why you were such a maniac about finding a good toilet that we could sell fully installed for just $650.
Maniac?
You were a maniac, Aaron.
Get Eco.
We've got plumbers, we've got electricians, and we've got HVAC technicians. And every one of them has a mom.
I love you, Mom.
GetEco.com.
Jack Nicklaus's unrivaled vision. World-class competition.
Yes.
Golf's greats honor. Impactful charitable giving, loyal fans and volunteers, an iconic history defined by one handshake on the 18th green. June 1st through 7th, buy your tickets to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday. Visit memorialtickets.com.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine when I feel refreshing mountain dew. So give me my good days, give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
My husband is a veteran, and he was injured in the line of duty.
It happened while I was deployed to Iraq. We were stopped at a checkpoint, and then all of a sudden, there was a loud explosion. An IED detonated 3 feet from my face.
It was bad.
I remember thinking, who's going to take care of my wife and daughter?
We took care of each other, with a lot of help from DAV.
When America's veterans face challenges,
DAV is there.
I don't know what we would have done without them.
DAV was the voice that we didn't have.
Every year, DAV helps more than 1 million veterans like Jason get the life-changing support and benefits they've earned so they can achieve more victories.
It wasn't easy, but he never gave up.
My victory is knowing my disability doesn't define me.
He's an inspiration.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
I'm Nate Pooterball, their sports update. The Cincinnati Reds faced Houston last night, and it went poorly. The Astros sent the Reds to their 8th straight loss, 10-0. They try to get back on track this afternoon at 4:10 with Chase Burns on the mound. Catch the action right here on the Fan. The Guardians made it 3 in a row last night at home as they knocked off the Twins 6-4. Travis Bazzana hit his first MLB home run in the victory. They score off again tonight at 6:10. Last night in the NBA, Wemby became only the 4th player in NBA history to register a playoff game with at least 35 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks, leading the Spurs to a 115-108 victory to take a 2-1 lead over the Timberwolves. Jalen Brunson dropped 33 to lead the Knicks to a 3-0 series lead over the 76ers, 108-94. This afternoon, the Cavs look to get back on track in their series with Detroit down 2-0. Tip-off is at 3. LeBron and the Lakers square off with OKC in the night game. The Thunder lead that series 2-0. Bringing sports news and events to the Fan, Ohio Sports Destination.
Just because it's the weekend doesn't mean we shut up. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
All right, Fan Sports Saturday. Final hour of the program, is that right? Am I reading that clock correctly? You got to turn the mic on there, rookie.
Turn your mic on there.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Message fish twice. No, okay, so Fox does their Friday night football for college football, and a lot of people don't like it. But let me tell you this, a lot of people do. Because Fox has said that their average audience numbers from last season were 2.3 million for Friday nights.
It's pretty solid.
Saturday mid-afternoon, 2.1 million on Fox. Saturday primetime, 1.9 million.
Well, wait, what's their primetime? Noon?
Yeah, for them, you're right. Yes, of course, yes. So they are saying that, yeah, you know what? You can say what you want about it, but this is what the senior vice president for college sports said. For Fox's senior vice president said, provides opportunities for teams to be in the marquee game on a Friday night versus on a Saturday. You'd be competing against other marquee games. It's a huge advantage for a school from an opportunity to showcase them on a national stage.
I don't believe these numbers. I don't believe that
might not be true.
I don't believe Ohio State averaged 2.1 million viewers.
That has to be 8 o'clock.
That's the mid. No, it said the way it was phrased was it was the Saturday mid-afternoon, which would be like the 3:30 game.
Yeah.
Or the Saturday prime time.
Because everyone's done watching Ohio State.
Right. That's exactly right. But again, you're right. They're saying the numbers. I mean, I could tell you I weigh 170. Doesn't mean I weigh 170. It's like 230. But anyway, their Friday night schedule: Fresno State, USC to start things off, Missouri, Kansas, Houston, Texas Tech.
That's crazy.
Now that one's under fire.
Yes.
Because
we talked about this.
Cody Campbell, the boosters all said that shouldn't be there, and the Big 12's Brett Yormark said you don't run the Big 12. So Indiana's on there against Northwestern. What else have we got on there?
Iowa at Washington will be interesting.
That'll be a good one. I believe the game before that.
Back-to-back Friday nighters for Washington.
The Penn State-Northwestern game October 2nd might be the opening of Northwestern's new field, if I'm not mistaken. It might be the first game on the new field. But yeah, you got Washington on there a couple of weeks, Nebraska, Illinois, UCLA, Oregon, Michigan State, West Virginia, Utah, Mountain West Championship's also going to be on there. But as I look at that, and this has been maybe this is reflective on myself on this one, but like I said with the NCAA tournament, I don't care. It's not going to change my viewing habits. All the backlash Friday night, say Friday night belongs to high schools. Friday night, it's high school football night. Don't play college football, big-time college football games on a Friday night. Don't do it. I don't care. Because if I'm going to watch the game, I'll watch the game.
You want to put it on your phone?
If I'm going to go watch St. Clair play Upper Arlington, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go watch St. Clair play I'm going to do it. Just because you put them on Friday night doesn't mean I'm going to say, gosh, I got to pick one, and I really do. You're going to make me do this. No.
Technology, man. We can't do anything now.
I can go. I can watch. Yeah, I can. I understand why Ohio State doesn't want to play on Friday night. I get it. But this isn't Ohio State. And by the way, Indiana, don't put them on Ohio State's level yet. So let's not get carried away. Don't try to tell me that. Don't at me, as the kids would say. But like, you know, if it's a game that you mentioned, like, you know, the Iowa Washington game will be interesting.
I think that's going to be a great game.
Oregon and Michigan State could be.
Yes,
you know,
100%.
Cross country travel. It's November 20th. Who knows what the weather's? Not that Oregon didn't play. Oregon's played weird weather. It's not that. That's not
Michigan
like
State maybe a little underrated.
Could be new
Pat
coach in there.
Pat
Right,
Fitzgerald
yeah.
first
Fitzgerald's
year.
in there. Yep. So I'm just saying, there's not. I don't know. Did either of you have like this big backlash? Like, oh my God, what are you doing? Friday nights for high school football.
It didn't change anything for me.
Didn't do anything for me.
Didn't matter to me.
Then who was complaining?
The Big 12.
The Big
No,
12,
I'm saying, like, what other fans are like? What kind of a human being do you think? Like, is it like somebody who's got a kid in the high school band?
As someone that did live in Texas, I vaguely understand the Friday night thing.
Right.
But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm either going to, if my kid is in high school football, guess where I'm going to be on a Friday night? At the high school football game.
Right.
I don't care that Iowa is playing if I'm in Texas.
Yeah.
Do you think people are upset that the border war is on Friday night?
I don't.
Who outside of those cities cares about
those
the border
two care,
war?
I know.
But like, exactly, like, if you want people to watch that game, like, if it's going to be on, because that's, if you have it on that Saturday, it's the same day as Ohio State, Texas.
Right, yeah.
Who's going to watch the border war?
Exactly, right.
You have to do that on Friday night if you want eyes on it.
It makes sense.
Yes.
It makes sense to do it that way.
This was when we talked about it the last time, about a month ago or so, when Cody Campbell had these comments. This was my whole argument was the Big 12 is behind in football from the Big 10 and SEC.
Mm-hmm.
The only way for them to get in the spotlight and get in the conversations with those two conferences is putting games on Friday nights. That's why Texas Tech needs to have this game on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Like they do. So that people can be like, okay, yeah, maybe they're not that bad. Now, I mean, it's definitely interesting now conversation to have about Texas Tech with Sorsby, but still, like, I would still look at them as probably the favorite to win the Big 12. And if you're going to want to watch the best team in the Big 12, this is the best way to do that, to get national eyes on them, is on a standalone Friday night game.
I can promise you we will get a big-time matchup for Ohio State football in primetime this year. I feel confident saying that.
Oh, you do?
Yes. Because...
Will it be at home?
No.
Yeah.
No, it'll be at USC.
Yeah.
It'll be at Texas.
Well, yeah, that's a lock.
Right?
That's a lock.
So, Fox, I mean, when the way they do the draft, if you will.
That's coming up, I think.
I think it is. I wish it was televised. That'd be fun to watch. Or maybe it'd be lame. I don't know.
I think it'd be fun.
So Fox gets what you do in this draft, from what I understand, is you're drafting the weekend. Like you're saying, I get first choice that weekend when you pick the weekend. Fox gets the first 3 picks as part of this all this TV deal. Now, great, it's only games that would be, you know, on Fox, like the ones that are primarily, you know, OSU Texas is not going to be a Fox game. There's no way it will be.
It's an
ESPN, ABC, SEC kind of game. Yeah. So anyway, so the first 3 picks Fox is going to make. They'll take Michigan like they always do. That week, they'll take the week of the Oregon game. They'll take the week of the Indiana game, which is going to be huge.
You think they're taking the Oregon game?
I think they'll take the Oregon game. Yeah, I do think.
You don't think? Did you mention Indiana?
Yeah, Indiana's the third one. Yeah, I think Indiana, Oregon, and Michigan will be the first 3 picks for them. Those weeks of games where they can make their selections. So the fact that all those games are, you know, in this time zone, there's no way it's a night game. Like if it was a game like the USC game, there's no way it'd be a noon game, you know. But those 3 games will be, I got to believe, noon kickoffs.
Well, it was basically confirmed this week with Notre Dame and Miami getting the primetime slot on NBC that Ohio State, Oregon will not be primetime. It won't be at night, which stinks.
Right.
But that was the only way it's going to be, because that's their partner for the primetime games is NBC. I'm indifferent with you on Oregon being a noon game, because I think it'll be Oklahoma, Michigan.
At noon that day, you think that?
Well, they're week 2.
They're week 2. You think they'd take that week over Oregon, Ohio State?
I think so.
Really? That's interesting.
I think so.
How many games do you guys think Ohio State played at noon last year? They had 12 regular season games. How many were at noon?
Was it 7?
I don't think it was as many as the year before.
What do you think? He's saying 7.
I'll go 6.
with all the complaining about it, there were 5.
I was thinking.
Okay, there's only 5 games last year. And look, I'm not saying.
It was way more the year before.
It was definitely more the year before.
Yeah, I think the year before was more than that, yes. So, but if the trade-off, though, let's extrapolate this. If the trade-off is the Big Ten's got this huge TV deal, okay? Ohio State brought in $91 million from in revenue, and the Big Ten was well over $1 billion. And that helps the Big Ten reign superior over other conferences, right?
Yeah.
That plays a role. I'm not saying it's the only reason, but it plays a role. It plays a role why teams at the top of the Big Ten, like Ohio State, can pay their coaches more. It pays for Purdue to increase their engineering program, whatever. I'm just saying, but it pays for the Big Ten in football. It helps to get the Big Ten to continue to have the dominance they're having.
Yeah, absolutely.
And part of that is agreeing to have Ohio State is going to be the sacrificial lamb at noon. That's what's going to happen. If I told you, hey, you know what? We'll make it so Ohio State can play 3-night games, 5-night games every year. Oh, but by the way, Bama's going to bring in more money than Ohio State. Ohio State fans are like, whoa, hang on now. What we want is Ohio State to get the most money and also play all the games when they want to, and also. But be realistic.
Yeah.
I don't love noon games either. Sometimes I do. Sometimes it's great to have it knocked out. Have the rest of the day do whatever you want to do.
I'm not a big primetime guy. Because I don't like to wait all day for it.
Can we go back to the 3:30 pick Hicks?
You could do that. Okay, that's fine. But I'm saying, though, if the trade-off, though, if I tell you it's a Buckeye, if I tell Buckeye fans, look, if you want more night games, you're going to get less money. Less money to spend on recruiting. Less money to keep Jeremiah Smith. Less money to keep your assistants.
He's at Miami if that happens.
Right. All of a sudden, Ohio State fans will be like, oh, wait, hey, whoa. We're not that mad about the noon games. I'm with you. I wish there was more balance. I do wish that. But you've got to look at what it brings in, though. Look what the other side of it is.
Just wait for that Alabama game to be a noon kick next year.
Right. And it will be.
It's going to be.
The next year.
That may be one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard, that OSU Alabama is going to be a noon game.
Growing up for me, Ohio State games, if they weren't on television, because they were going to be on television twice a year back then, all the rest of their home games.
My goodness.
Yeah, they had that was a rule back then. You could be on twice a year plus your bowl game. By the way, the other rule was...
I was just saying that for how old you are.
Oh, thank you. Text fish. Where are you, Reeser? No, but like the fact, though, the Alabama game the next year, though, in Tuscaloosa, that'll be a night game.
That'll be a night game.
That's what that will be.
Yeah. It's unfair for that because, you're going to get the night experience at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Yes.
Why can't we get the night experience here at the Shoe? But it's because of the TV deals. Fox is that is 100% going to be the biggest lock of next season, that Ohio State, Alabama will be at noon. I do think that the Ohio State, Oregon game will be at 3:30 this year, though.
You do.
Because I think Ohio State, Indiana's a lock.
Yep.
Obviously, the
Michigan,
game.
Yep.
And then I said
Michigan,
Oklahoma at week 2.
All right. We will see on that one. Coming up next, one of my favorite events of the entire year is this week. That's next. Fan Sports Saturday on the Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon, even if this promo is playing in the morning. No judgment.
Sweet morning drinking.
The Fan.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
You can save big on select varieties of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Gatorade, and more. Select packs are buy 3, get 3 free with your card. Limit 12. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Every time you pull onto a job site, your name pulls in with you. That's why the pros trust Bobcat equipment. Buy the machine you're proud to run, backed by the crew that's been serving the industry since 1975. That's 50 years of showing up, long after you receive the keys. Bobcat Enterprises is here for you with 9 locations serving Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. On every job, you deserve a team that stands behind you. Visit bobcatent.com to learn more.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 6.09%, APR 6.12% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
After my accident, people warned me to slow down. I said, I don't know how. Thanks to my VA care team, I haven't.
At VA, we're using technology to help veterans recover faster and live their lives to the fullest. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov/PSA.
Welcome to Hollywood Casino.
What can I get you?
How you doing, Columbus? The same Hollywood you know, with a new hotel to love. Hollywood Casino and Hotel Columbus, coming June 2026. Book now. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
I'm Jeff Hogan. I've been a journalist at 10 TV for more than 20 years. I moved back to Columbus with my beautiful wife and our 2 amazing daughters and our golden retriever, Harley. This community brought me back because this is where I feel connected. Where my daughters were born, this is my home. And that is to say, I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. What happens here affects us all. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it doesn't sit still. It moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer, to speak up or lend a hand. It moves your mind by challenging assumptions and offering new perspectives. It moves you forward by giving you the information to make decisions and thrive where you live. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing, 614-NEW-ROOF, newmanroofing.com.
At St. Jude, every innovation we make is a moment we give to children with cancer everywhere. But we can't do it without you.
Learn more at stjude.org.
The Fan is headed to the Memorial. Are you ready for 30 hours of live coverage? Oh, it's true, baby.
Sponsored by The Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain, Heating, and Cooling. TheWaterworks.com.
The best Memorial coverage. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
By the afternoon, partly cloudy skies and actually pretty warm with a high of 71. Tonight, we'll see a small chance for a few lingering showers with partly cloudy skies and a low of 53. And on your Mother's Day, we will see a small chance for a lingering shower with a high of 65. I'm meteorologist Ashley Smith on 97.1 The Fan.
There's nothing Bo Bishop can't do well, except find competent co-hosts. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Instead of annoying national people talking to you this weekend, we've opted for annoying local people. This is Fan Sports Saturday.
I got some bad news for you, Rhymer.
What's that?
Joe Lunardi just did his, he did a bracketology a couple days ago after they announced the expansion of the field. He's got Ohio State as one of the last 4 buys.
Oh, my God.
Now, you might think, wait, that's not good. But he's got him as a 9 seed. Got to get used to this now. Last four buys used to mean like, you were going to be an 11 or 12 kind of thing, right?
I didn't even catch that.
So
Wow.
he's got Ohio State as one of the last four buys, but has him in as a 9 seed.
That's crazy.
The first four out.
He's got West Virginia as the first team out.
Right to 77 to 81st. Yeah, West Virginia. 77 to 80, I'm sorry. Florida State, Utah State, Maryland. And he's got the next four out. Teams with sub 500 records. Anyway, I found that interesting. Okay. Yes. Let's do it this way.
Who does he have them playing?
Ohio State. He's got them playing as
Georgia.
Yeah.
They play Duke again. That's not going to happen.
No.
If they win again, they're not going to go to that. No. Dumb.
So when I was going to school, elementary, high school, middle school, high school, whatever, and it got to spring break, I would be very excited then because it meant the end of the school year was right around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay. When Thanksgiving hits, I would get excited because even though it's like a month out, Christmas is coming up. But I got excited about this well in advance. The NFL will release its complete regular season schedule on Thursday. Now, I know it's a long ways away, but it gets me going for football. I can't wait for this.
Who has the best video this year?
That's a great question. I don't know. See, that's the other problem, though, too.
Isn't it always the Chargers?
It's not the Bears had it 2 years ago.
Okay.
Theirs was really good.
The Chargers is just always up there. They're always pretty good.
So they're going to do it on Thursday. They'll release everything out there.
Okay. We do know some.
We do. Yeah, we know a little bit. We'll know more before Thursday, but there'll be other ones that come out there. But the thing I'm just telling you now, be careful for the fake posts.
Oh, yeah.
Because I fell for that a few years ago where I was like, oh, my gosh, really? This is this? And no, it's not that day. Anyway.
So we don't have like Thanksgiving yet, right? We'll find that out on Thursday.
We'll find that out. If not sooner than that. They might do sooner than that. But CBS went and predicted. Okay. And that's how I look at. First, I look at all the primetime games. I look at the Thanksgiving games, the Christmas games. And this year we got a Thanksgiving Eve game in all likelihood. They haven't officially confirmed it yet, but they're going to have one on Wednesday night.
They're doing too much during Feast Week, man.
Can they do too much?
The NFL is just mean.
I don't know. I'm okay with it.
Night before is a risky night to do it because all the college students are going to be at the bar.
Probably so, but I won't. I'm not allowed to do that anymore, I don't think. Last time I did, I got a bunch of weird looks. I thought I was the Uber driver. Thursday night, the Seahawks open up, which is going to be really Wednesday night, right? Aren't they doing that Wednesday night now?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that what they're going to? Anyway.
Because didn't they move the Brazil game to Thursday?
Yeah, the Brazil game, yes. Which, no, the Australia game, right?
That's right. And it can't be played before the Super Bowl champion plays
so Wednesday night that'll be.
Yeah.
Anyway, CBS believes that will be Seattle hosting the Bears or the Cowboys. Michael Wilbon let it slip recently on I think it was on PTI, maybe he was doing a radio hit somewhere where he said, like, about the Bears having a tough start to their season, playing Seattle to start things off. He made something comment like that, so he may have insider info on that. So it could be that. The Thanksgiving Eve game, which, again, Netflix is in negotiations to stream that game, which means it will probably happen. They are thinking Chiefs at Seahawks or Bills at Rams.
Chiefs at Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kenneth Walker return game.
Right. Or Bills at Rams.
Bills at Rams. Okay. I think I would lean. I want make Chiefs and Seahawks.
Yeah, Bills Rams doesn't really do anything for me.
I was going to say do that then or make it the primetime game on Thanksgiving.
That's a good point there. And then on actual Thanksgiving, they are predicting the Lions hosting the Vikings or Patriots.
Give me the Patriots. Vikings game will be gross.
Yeah, I think so. Well, maybe.
It'll be, you have no idea, but
Kyler
not
Murray
confident.
With that offense, and you got Justin Jefferson to throw to.
You would hope it'd be something better.
Later game.
The bar wasn't set very high.
It wasn't. That's fair. The TJ McCarthy, God, what a waste of a pick, man. Honestly, he's not going to turn it around.
No, I don't think so.
He's done.
Yeah.
The Cardinals did something when they drafted Josh Rosen in the first round of a quarterback-heavy draft, like at 10. I think within like 18 months, he was off the team.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think that's right.
The Cowboys game. How about them Cowboys? By the way, the Cowboys going to win the NFC East this year. I've already predicted it.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's what I do. I make bold statements.
Well, I mean, the NFC East is actually going to be pretty loaded, I think.
I think the Cowboys' defense is going to be loaded this year.
It's the Caleb Downs thing.
I think Caleb Downs is going to do everything.
I love Caleb Downs, and he is going to change that defense. But, man, I don't know if it's that big of a change. It's a big change, but that big.
The possible home opponents for the Cowboys on that game are Giants, Eagles, Commanders, obviously, Cardinals, Niners, Buccaneers, Jags, Titans, Ravens. I wouldn't mind a Ravens game there.
Buccaneers, Jags, Titans, and Ravens. I thought the same thing when they played the Bengals.
Yeah.
After the Bengals Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure it was in Dallas.
Yep.
I was like, man, that just screams Thanksgiving matchup. And I think it was week 2 that year. I think I could see the Ravens. It's of the ones that aren't divisional, I think I would go Ravens or Bucks.
Yeah, I think I would too. They are predicting the Commanders or Jaguars.
Ew, the Jags.
Yuck.
Actually, it can't be the Ravens. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. It can't be the Ravens because they're playing in Brazil. Right? That's the game. That's the one in Brazil. Yes, that's the Brazil game. It's Cowboys Ravens. It can't. The week 3. Yes.
Yeah, it is.
That one's out.
Yeah. It's annoying that that's dumb that it's counted as a home game.
Are we live? If we are, if we're not live, edit that part out if you would, Nate. So we don't.
I'll get on that in post.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, you won't. Text fish. For the primetime game, they gave 2 pretty good options here: Broncos at 49ers, or Steelers at Eagles. That whole
I feel like you
Pennsylvania rivalry.
I feel like you always get like of some form of like Ravens Steelers though.
I know you do. You do. It seems that way, doesn't it? Yes. It does.
And so obviously we don't know the weeks, so like they're just kind of spitballing with that, like just throwing a dart.
Yep.
Because I don't know any of the other what matchups could possibly be.
I'd be okay either one of those games. So I'd be fine with either one of those. I'd obviously rather see Steelers Eagles. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Black Friday, they're predicting Packers at Rams, or Ravens at Bengals, or Steelers at Bengals. They wouldn't go back-to-back AFC North games, I wouldn't think, on back-to-back days like that. So that would kind of hinge on that.
Yeah.
For the Christmas tripleheader, they're predicting Eagles at Giants, followed by Chiefs at Chargers, and then Rams at Seahawks. Rams-Seahawks, always entertaining. Going to be a good one again this year, I would think.
I feel like you do got to get some form of an NFC West matchup in there someplace.
Yeah, I think so, too. But that's the kind of stuff I will look forward to when the schedule comes out, is seeing all of that and seeing all. And by the way, when I go out to Vegas in the second week in September, I think this year, I look forward to those games too and start doing my homework on that, which is just stupid because I'm going to lose the bets anyway, and a lot of crap will happen between now and then.
I was going to say second week of September. I thought that might be the Ravens Cowboys, but it's not.
No, it's
September
week 3.
23rd.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. One of the things I want to get into here before we get out of this segment is Dusty May. There's been talk about him maybe being a candidate for the Warriors job or the Orlando job. Now, Dusty May at Michigan, 64-13 in his 2 seasons there. Had a little bit of success there with a Sweet 16 and a championship. In his career overall, he's won 190, and 82 as a coach. And so do you think that May would actually leave this Michigan team, this Michigan program, for an NBA job now?
Right now?
Right now.
I don't think so right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the near future, I think it's a very strong possibility. And like, there's even been people like John Fanta has said, like, don't be surprised if that happens at some point.
Right.
And other guys have said that too. Like, I think Dusty May's ultimate goal has been to get to the NBA. Fresh off a national championship.
Do the Warriors get the number 1 pick?
Oh,
well, that might change Kerr. We talked about that. It might change Steve Kerr's idea too.
Yeah. I don't think fresh off a national championship and what they've, outside of the 3 big front court they've brought back, basically everybody else, they have a loaded class, freshman and transfer. Moraz Johnson could withdraw from the NBA draft process and come back, which would be huge for them, and like very easily be in position to win another national championship. Like it very easily could be Billy Donovan path. Go back-to-back national championships, and then a few years later, you're out.
The way I look at it with these jobs is, and again, if Golden State gets a top 3 pick even, or top 4 pick, it might change if Steve Kerr comes back.
Yes. Steve
Kerr might say at that point, you know what, I'm going to run it back. Or they might say, we're going to get Giannis. We're going to make a huge, Kerr might say, you know what, okay, I'll come back again. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I think the only way Dusty May would even be offered the Golden State job is if they don't get a top 4 pick, and if they don't have a realistic chance of getting Giannis.
Well, and I think the job also has to be right for Dusty.
Right, yeah.
He's not going to go to Sacramento.
No.
Two shades now at Sacramento in this
I
show.
wouldn't head to the Magic like they're saying.
I'm saying
but
both
like
those jobs,
it's Orlando. Like
yeah.
the spot and the location. Like I don't know. Like he's not going to. I mean, I can't really say because he came up to Michigan,
right?
Which isn't. It's not great weather all the time either.
It's Toledo.
Yeah, that's all it is. But like Golden State, I think 100% he would take that job, especially with what they have, what they potentially could have. Like, I think he's definitely taking that. I feel like it definitely, for him, is it going to be the right fit, the right location? That all has to factor into it, I think.
What I would love to see happen, I'd love to see Orlando offer Billy Donovan the job.
Wait, it already happened.
And Billy Donovan, and then they pull the plug on it. I don't want to see him pull it then. Because back in 2007, when he took the job.
Yes.
And then a week later, he said, you know what? I want to go back to Florida. I think that what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
So you want them to do that with Dusty?
No, I'm sorry, with Billy Donovan. I want to do
you want them to do it with Billy Donovan again?
Pull it.
And then Todd Golden is going to go to Golden State when Steve Kerr leaves.
Yes.
And Billy Donovan is going to go back to Florida then after going to the Magic.
That's exactly
and then pulling it back out. Okay.
Chaos is what I root for. I've learned as I get older, I'm more like the Joker than I really want to be. That's just the way. Look, I understand that. Coming up next in 2 minutes, we discuss the expansion of March Madness. It's a matter of when, not if. Will the CFP get bigger? We'll do that next. Fan Sports Saturday.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
I'm fixing to tell you something that the insurance industry does not want you to ever hear. Bullies often delay and deny. I see them sitting on premiums paid and making money and dragging it out for as long as they can. Many times, we're forced to take them to court. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Their high-paid lobbyists are on a mission to make sure that at trial, jurors are not allowed to learn that the at-fault party has insurance, and in some cases, lots of it. I can think of no case in all my years where there was no insurance for the at-fault party. So let's fight back. It's all these bullies understand. Tell everybody you know the truth. If you've been injured in a car crash or hurt at a store or business, visit forthepeople.com. We're here 24/7. It's that easy. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Some choose the fast way, others the easy way, but you do things the right way, like Exmark Mowers and Voss Brothers Power Equipment. Exmark builds the world's finest zero-turn mowers, providing a legendary quality of cut, dependability, along with an experience that makes mowing feel like anything but work. Because if it's worth doing right. Stop by one of Voss Brothers' 3 convenient locations in Powell, Sunbury, or Marysville and discover the Exmark mower that will give your lawn the cut it deserves. Voss Brothers Power Equipment, delivering enjoyment in mowing since 1989.
All the Ohio State conversation you can handle. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Your Ohio State flagship station. The Fan. Sports talk, weekend style. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Fan Sports Saturday. So, college football. We talked about college basketball already expanding to 76.
Yuck.
Which we're all in favor of. Feel like the three of us are in agreement. We all thumbs up that one. Sounds like you're both on the fence about it. But college football, they are going to increase the CFP, the number of teams in it.
Yeah.
And it's getting more and more. There's more and more people who make the decisions who are pushing for 24.
Yeah, coaches are all in on this.
Of course they are. More job security.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Iowa gets in. USC gets in. You get a berth. You get a berth.
Okay, Oprah.
Yes. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It'll get to 24. It's going to happen that way. What's the interesting side part of that, though? I looked at CBS Sports did a thing where how it would have looked this past season if there was a 24-team playoff, and your first-round games would have been the top 8 would get the opening round buys. And then you'd have James Madison at Alabama, 24 against 9.
Mm-hmm.
Number 23, Iowa at 10, Miami.
When you're rating these, give me how you feel about the game.
Okay. James Madison, Alabama. I think any group of 6 teams going to get their asses handed to them.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's sacrificial lamb. And that's what I don't want any group of 6 teams in the college football playoff.
Yep.
They can pull off upsets in basketball, baseball, and softball. They can't do it here.
And there's quite a few with this one.
23 Iowa at number 10 at Miami.
That one could be interesting.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun matchup, I think. Look, Miami was inconsistent sometimes throughout the year. Like, in Iowa's defense, what they do, they play a different style than Miami's used to.
That game would have ended 9-6.
Yeah, it could have been. You're right, yes.
What was the Miami Texas A&M final score? Wasn't it?
Like 9-6.
Yeah, it was like that, yeah. Georgia Tech at Notre Dame.
Gross.
I think Notre Dame win that one easily.
We saw one earlier in the week.
I don't know. Georgia Tech would have been ranked.
Yeah. We saw one earlier in the week where it was like Notre Dame playing Navy.
Okay.
Or maybe this was the final rankings.
Yeah.
And Notre Dame would have been playing Navy, and that matchup happened already in the year, and Notre Dame won 41-10.
Right.
So, yeah.
You assume the same thing would happen there.
Yes.
Houston at BYU. That doesn't do anything for me.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't watch it.
That's a Friday night kick.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. Tulane at Texas again.
No.
Would not end well for Tulane. Virginia at Vanderbilt. The 5'7" Pavia, could he lead them to a win?
That one may end up being one of the better games of this.
Yep. Michigan at Utah.
Is Cam Rising playing?
A good call. That's a great. Changes things. And then Arizona at USC.
Oh, it's the Kyle Whittingham Bowl.
You're right. That would be that. Yes.
Oh, my
yes.
gosh.
And then Arizona at USC.
Imagine that game happens and then he leaves and goes to Michigan.
That'd be fantastic. So you got 3 more Big Ten teams in that field. USC, Michigan, and Iowa all get in there. I don't see, Tulane and James Madison aren't going to beat Texas and Alabama. It's not going to happen.
No.
No. I think Iowa could give Miami a game under the right circumstances. But, Michigan, Utah, but none of those teams, though, I look like, as I'm reading those teams, I'm going to say this, I'm going to sound really stupid when I say it. I'm not sure any of those teams that we just named could win the national title, even though Miami just did. Or just played for it. Played for it, yes. So
I was going to say probably Miami or Notre Dame would be the best shot of getting one.
Yeah, I would think so, out of that group. Yeah. But what's interesting about this, too, though, is when you start looking, okay, so we know ESPN is in bed with the SEC. And SEC is one of the big ones saying, hey, no, we don't want to expand. We don't go beyond, don't go to 24. We don't like 24 at all. Big Ten is saying, we'd like to go to 24.
Which is crazy of the SEC for now going to the 9-game schedule. And they're all about, it's a lot more tougher to play in the SEC and make the playoff in the SEC. I think they should all be wanting this.
Here's why. ESPN gets all the playoff games.
Yeah.
As long as it's 14 teams or less.
Wait, what?
If the playoff is 14 teams or less,
okay,
ESPN has the rights to broadcast all the games. Remember, they sold some off last year. But
to TNT and everything,
yes, but they have the rights. If it's 14 or fewer, ESPN has the rights to all the games. All right?
Okay.
If it goes beyond that, those games are up for grabs for bidding.
So like Fox, CBS,
so Fox
NBC.
and the Big Ten want 24. ESPN and SEC don't want more than 12 right now. And you wonder if that's part of it. Right? I mean, couldn't that be a reason? Like if Fox and Big Ten they're in bed together and they're like, you know what? Let's push for 24. ESPN and SEC say, whoa. We don't want to get everybody in. Let's just keep it at 13.5 or 14.
But when Texas goes 9-3,
right,
and they think they should be in,
right,
then maybe they do want the 24.
So that's what's interesting about this is that it's no matter what happens, though, I would hope that they get rid of conference championship games. I'm over those. I'm over it. I guess because they don't matter as much.
That's true. It's true. I don't know. I don't know if it's old school, I guess, but I just love having a Big Ten champion, SEC champion.
My only issue, and it's a small one, but how many times in recent memory have we seen things completely screwed up because of stupid tiebreakers?
We have.
See the ACC last year.
Yes.
You're right. No, there are, and the reason why you could argue, I think, also beyond the tiebreaker thing. Yes, so it's because the unbalanced schedules. Look at Wisconsin's schedule this year in the Big Ten. How big of a joke it is versus like Ohio State's schedule in the Big Ten. And I'm not complaining about saying that, Ohio State should have, because I know Ohio State did not have a really tough schedule last year when it was all said and done in the Big Ten. Wisconsin's schedule this year, if they don't get to a bowl game, Fickle is outie 5. He's gone.
I don't even know that I've seen their schedule, to be honest.
Oh, let's do this. This is a fun segment. Look at Wisconsin's
Whose is
schedule.
easier, Wisconsin's or Notre Dame's?
Wisconsin's.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty sad.
Look at Wisconsin.
Wisconsin has to play Notre Dame.
They play Notre Dame at Lambeau Field. Look at the rest of their schedule.
Western Illinois.
Okay.
Eastern Michigan.
Yep.
At Penn State.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't know what you're going to get. First Big Ten game of the year. First Michigan State at home. At UCLA. USC at home. It helps that that's at home.
Yes, it does.
At Iowa. Not always easy to win there, but oh boy, these next 4. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Rutgers at home.
Man, that's a great way to end the season.
Rutgers at home, at Maryland, at Purdue, Minnesota at home.
Right.
That should be 4 wins, 100% right there.
And you got a couple of non-conference wins in there too with those ones after Notre Dame.
6.
All you got to do is find one more. Well, 6 will get you in. Yeah, 6 will get you. So what I'm saying is
that's assuming they win out those last 4 games like they should.
Better, yes. But my point is, though, that when you look at that, though, I would not, like if Ohio State suffered one Big Ten loss and another team played that kind of schedule and had no Big Ten losses, and Ohio State had the tough schedule they have this year, I think they should have a conference championship game because Ohio State would probably beat that team. Thinking about that way, with the unbalanced schedule, that's how you about the unbalanced schedules is how much randomness goes into it.
Well, and it's like when we had the old divisions in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
and
right. Legend leaders, yeah.
Yeah, when the 2 best teams were either Ohio State, Michigan, or Ohio State, Penn State.
Yeah, like the 3 best teams were all in the East.
Yes,
right. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And they would get Northwestern in the Big Ten championship. Yes. They would sometimes get Wisconsin, who would occasionally be a top 10 team around in that, but still, more often than not, it was Northwestern. It was somebody not like where it's just going to be a cakewalk game.
The Ohio State 59-0 win over Wisconsin. Right?
And that was a top 10 game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So with the 3rd string quarterback. Yes. So that
first start.
Yes. So that's what when I look at it, that's the thing that I pay attention to. That would be an argument for the conference championship game. But Indiana Ohio State could have had a gentleman's agreement to come out and say, you know what, we're just going to play backups. Let's just get the game over with. Run the ball.
Such a good point, and I hate that. I hate that. That's the world we're in. Is that
no one gets hurt?
You're even. I've been seeing it that you may have players sit out of the game,
right,
because of what the playoff is like.
Yeah, it's like so. When it gets to that point where we're having that discussion, it tells you maybe it should go away.
Yeah,
maybe it should.
Yeah,
but the only way you're going to go away is if you go to 24 because you have to have more money coming in because you're losing money on that kind of stuff. And that's why Fox would say, okay, I'll do it because we have to bid on the other 10 games and they'll outbid. And then Netflix will say, we'll give you $9 billion for the Notre Dame game against Georgia Tech. All right, coming up next, we'll wrap things up, let you know what you're excited to watch this weekend, and we'll try to predict what maybe the biggest story will be on Monday when we come back here to the studio. That's next, Fan Sports Saturday.
The only workplace in America to participate in the Doorknob Fart Game. And we also play office basketball and sometimes do radio. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
No way. Gas prices shot up again.
I know, but I got us covered.
So generous. What's your deal?
What's my deal? I went to Metro and saved. Got 4 lines for just $25 each and 4 free new Samsung Galaxy A17 5G phones and all on the T-Mobile network.
How about we go to Metro today?
Get that more for your money feeling. Visit your Metro by T-Mobile store. Just bring your numbers. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Delaware County Veterans Services, here for those who served. Located on the ground floor of the historic courthouse in downtown Delaware, our team of veteran county veteran service officers is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Need a ride to a VA appointment? Facing a financial emergency? Are you or your spouse simply looking for answers? Then give Delaware County Veterans Services a call. 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment. Delaware County Veterans Services.
Welcome to the Ohio Lottery's Made from Scratch show. Today, I'm sharing how you can make dough from scratch. We're adding a dash of fun and a sprinkle of luck. Now, let's get cooking and see what we've got. And voila! A fresh batch of Ohio Lottery $5 scratch-offs. Nice.
Play aces and eights with over $20 million in cash prizes and a top prize of $150,000. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items. Then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first delivery order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Need a roof you can count on? Ramos Roofing has protected homes and businesses throughout Ohio for almost 20 years. Whether it's a leaky roof, storm damage, new siding, or new gutters to protect your foundation, Ramos Roofing delivers quality materials, professional installation, and honest service every time. Get your free roof or exterior assessment today and ask about Ramos Roofing's no-interest financing options. Call 614-761-7663 or visit online at ramosroofingohio.com.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the Columbus community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a cool refreshing mountain dew. So give me my good friends. Give me a
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew. Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Common Man and Timmy. Voted America's dumbest show by Marconi voters. Common Man is a Columbus radio legend. And by legend, I mean it's a miracle he hasn't been fired yet. And Timmy is, well, Timmy will complain about anything and everything. And he kind of looks like a woman. Giggity, giggity, giggity. So there's that. Common Man and Timmy.
Sponsored by Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on The Fan. Email from a listener. What exactly is Common Man and Timmy supposed to be? How can I put this? A couple of immature men who love to have mindless conversation, laugh, and dabble in sports and farts.
Weekdays at 3.
And there you go, The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. During weekend programming, pants are optional.
Look at my butt!
However, leather chairs may have been a bad choice. You're listening to Fan Sports Saturday.
Fan Sports Saturday, final segment of the program before we get into the news with the Guardians. The Todd father checked in on the chat.
Wait, did he actually?
Yes, he did. I didn't know you were a dad. How do I know you that better than you do? Anyway.
Oh, I'm just now seeing it.
You mentioned, you're probably in the wrong chat. You're probably on
I see it
you're
now.
Probably on the T-Bone and Tyvis chat. We get that sometimes on Morning Juice. People pop in, will say something we didn't even talk about. We make fun of them on the air. Anyway, you told me your dad recently came very close to a hole-in-one.
So he just went on a golf trip a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he said he stuffed one just a few inches away. There was even a tape measure on the back of the green from like another league that was going on out there, and they measured it out, and it was just like 6 inches away or so.
All right.
Well, he's golfing today in a golf outing, and he texts me and says, "I just hit one on hole number 2 to inside of a foot."
Wow.
And I read that as I just hit a hole in one.
Right.
And I about freaked out for him.
So is it still a thing where if you get a hole in one, you got to buy drinks for everybody?
I think so, and that's the dumbest rule.
Okay, no, wait, but is everybody that's in the clubhouse when you get there, or everybody in your
I
group?
think it's just in your group.
It's just your group.
I think it's just your group, yeah.
That changes what I'm about to say then, because not that I would ever do it, because I suck, but not that I would ever do it. But when I step up on a par 3, I'm thinking to myself, how much money do I have? I'm like, do I really want a hole in one?
Oh my gosh!
Like, I almost don't want one because
that's crazy.
If I'm playing with like just me and 3 buddies, and that's it. But like usually when I play, though, there's like 12 to 16 of us out there.
Yeah,
and I don't want to. Look,
I'm setting the rules. Like, hey, I'm buying 1 round.
Now, yeah, 1 round's all it's gonna be, but still, nonetheless, my guys are. Well, they're jerks. Some of them are. They'll take advantage of it.
Yeah.
No, I said 1 round. Yeah, but it's a triple. No, that's 3 rounds. No, you get one single. So that is why. The same as I don't work out because of Darren Peterson, I don't get holes in one because of that.
I've been close a couple times.
Have you?
There was one time when I think I just turned 15. It was on my birthday too, and it was in a golf outing.
Oh.
And I wouldn't have been able to win anything because I was still in high school.
Right.
But I also would not have been able to buy drinks for anybody because I was still in high school.
You want a Pepsi? Pepsi's all around. That's on me.
But there was also one just this past year. I wasn't close, but where my divot landed, it was on a golf trip. It just went down where they're at right now this week at Quail Hollow. The last year was the PGA, and me and a group of guys went down to it, and we went and played some golf the day before we went to the tournament. And there was this par 3 over water, a beautiful course, Skybrook. It was unbelievable. Loved that place. And hit my tee shot. It's kind of tracking. It lands, and it spins back to probably like 5 feet or so.
Right.
I get up there, and my divot was literally right next to the hole.
Really?
I was like just a couple inches away.
See, I think it's so funny. We go out and play with my buddies and stuff or whatever. And somebody hits one that's like going kind of towards a pin, and you think, but it's kind of might be a little bit blind. You don't get to see it, and they can't find their ball anywhere. They go, "Did you check the cup?"
Check the cup.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, check the cup. It wasn't there.
You got to be sure. You got to be sure.
It's 40 yards past the green in the rough over here. That's the way it's where it is. We almost got it. Like that's the best. That's the best thing for it to happen to somebody else in your group, not you, because it's kind of no, it's over here. It's 27 feet off the green on the left. But other than that, though,
just happened to me just this. On Thursday, I think I played with a buddy at the Ridge, and first hole there's a par 3,
right?
And hit one. It was very early in the morning. The sun's still coming up right in our eyes, and so like I can see it, but then like as it gets like down to the green, I lose sight of it,
right?
And I was like, okay, like it should be on the left side of the green, like it's okay and everything, and but like it kind of also feeds towards the middle, and the flag was like back middle right. And we're looking around like on the green, can't find it. Looking just off the green, can't find it. And it's still wet outside too. Sure. So like the dew and everything is really like helping us not find the ball.
Of course.
And I even said to my buddy, "Hey, check the hole for me."
Right, yeah.
Wasn't in there. It was way off the green, down by the cart path. I did get up and down though. It was a very tough chip, and I put it to like 3 feet. Made the putt for par.
They still have no dignity. The Cleveland Guardians made a deal. They acquired 2-time Gold Glove winning catcher Patrick Bailey from the Giants.
Yeah, how about that?
They get the number 29 pick in the MLB draft this year. Draft picks don't get traded much in the MLB. They can trade it. It's a first round. It's a first round pick, but it's like one of those bonus picks, competitive balance round choices. So they can trade those. And they also got Matt Tugboat Wilkinson.
I'm mad at that. I don't know who Matt Tugboat Wilkinson is. I don't follow the prospects as much, but trading a guy with the nickname Tugboat, how can you not just keep that on the roster and until he comes up? And,
that's fair.
And then see what happens.
Yeah.
You got to have that little bit of a moment the tugboat, let's go.
I think now what you have to do if you're the Guardians just to make up for it is just find some random minor leaguer and call him Tugboat.
This guy's going to be great.
This guy, yeah.
The guy they traded, he's going to be great.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Tugboat, he's going to be great.
Tugboat's going to watch. Yeah, we're talking about this later on, I'm sure. I
going to look back at this trade like, oh, man, who really won this trade? You traded Tugboat. Come on now.
What do you think the big stories will be on Monday? Then I started thinking specifically NBA.
Okay.
Do you think we'll be talking about the Cavs rallying?
The Knicks could be on to the conference finals.
Knicks onto the finals. I think the Knicks are going to wrap that one up.
It depends on who wins the NBA draft.
That's probably it.
You're right. That could be the story too.
That's probably it.
I hope that's the story.
Yeah.
I hope we're also talking about the Reds not losing. That would be nice if they could pull that off for me.
Yeah, it seems very unlikely that they're ever going to win a game.
That's what it started to look like, yeah.
And the vibes are completely different right now between the Guardians and Reds. Guardians are trading now for a 2-time Gold Glove winner, and the Reds have lost 8 in a row.
See, they traded for a 2-time Gold Glove winner. They also traded for a guy batting 134.
That's the other thing, too, right? Yeah. By the way, if they ever lead with 2-time Gold Glove winner, and then wait for a while to mention the offensive stats.
Awesome.
Yeah, right. It's a Gold Glove winner. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, it's I love that. So, but if you don't have the offensive stats to match it up, by the way, Stan got his hole-in-one. He said he lucked out. There were only 8 people in the clubhouse. So he was planning on having to buy for everybody in the clubhouse.
Oh, my gosh. That's insane. No way.
I couldn't do that.
No.
If I did that and there was people like, oh, yeah, the whole clubhouse. I would say, you know what, guys, I'm using a non-conforming club. I would say, you know what?
I was using a range ball.
Yeah,
it didn't count.
I cheated.
Two-stroke penalty.
Right. Yes, it's what it is. Yes, I'll take the 2-stroke penalty. Yes, that's what it was. I actually nicked the ball before I hit it the first time, so it's really that's a hole in 2 is what that is. Thanks, everybody, for joining us today. We appreciate it. Fan Sports Saturday. Hey, Todd Father, have a great day. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Nate. Back next week. Fan Sports Saturday.
Try going for another minute.
Oh, my gosh.
Good job, Rhymer. No, it's Reeser that did that.
Oh, that's right. Reeser did that. You're right. Yes. That was because I was sitting over there. He says that I shut everything down. I take my headphones off, and he's still talking. I'm looking at him like, what are you doing?
He's trying to fill.
He was a minute early. No, but he did what I did just now. Like, he says we're done. I take off the headphones. I turn my mic off. I'm like, man.
I was like, what's going on
I
right now?
I was looking at him like, wait, what?
I may have said something inappropriate that didn't get picked up on the mics. Thank God. But yeah, I get it. I literally took up my headphones, turn it off, start wrapping stuff up, and I look over. Reeser's still chattering away, and I see the on-air light still on. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Now I've done it.
That's great.
Okay, let's all agree.
This last minute never happened.
No. We won't text Fish about anything today.
That's fast.
Okay?
Nope. Sounds great.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Hey, folks, this really has been Fan Sports Saturday right here on The Fan.
Matty Ice is currently bathing himself in creamy jalapeno dip. And I've officially run out of ways to tease this show. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.